Fortnite.
That's my life.
Yeah, we might as well
we gotta get
there.
We gotta get there. We gotta start there. Well, we can start the pod. We can welcome everyone to the pod. Obviously, we're not listening and you're watching. We got our good friend. Hold on. Our good friend Justice here. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Pump it up.
The samples are so good. I love this. I want you guys to get carried away.
Yes. Yeah. And to my left, we got his brother Jake. He's off cam. You can pop your head in if you want.
I might have pop in, dude.
Pop in.
I might have said this before. I might have pointed this out before, but the sound effect of the audience applause on there is clearly only. It sounds like a Dropkick Murphy show. It's just men. It sounds like the beginning of the Outlaw anthems by Blood for Blood.
Yeah.
Where it's just like
But kinder.
Yeah.
Much kinder for sure.
Yeah.
Is there any samples on there that don't get a lot of love? Like you guys don't explore them on other episodes?
There's some that we forget for sure.
Yeah, and there. My plan initially was, there's so many banks here. I'm gonna have so many samples, and I loaded it once, and then I forgot to ever really do it again.
Yeah.
But
you got like a horse neighing or something special that just for me, you know?
I'm gay.
We got that. This is a very 2021.
Yeah, we haven't updated this in a while.
That's what we've been using as our
Bazinga.
Yeah, you know.
Fuck with that, Sheldon from Big Bang Theory.
I just found out that's Sheldon because some Sheldon friends were quoted, and I was like, "What is that?" I found that out like 2 days ago while
Your
playing
Sheldon
Fortnite.
friends.
While playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
My friends in the Sheldon community.
I hate Sheldon. It's like a thing. I can't stand that character.
Young Sheldon.
I think
Or
young
just
Sheldon.
Sheldon
Makes me even madder.
Yeah,
because
young Sheldon is infuriating. It doesn't even look like him.
it doesn't look like him. And it's like he's acting like such original Sheldon's such an unbelievable, annoying character. And then they have a little kid trying to imitate the unbelievable, annoying character, and he's doing a bad job of it. It's like, I can't think of anything worse that I would want to watch on a TV show.
I just figured out what's going on here.
What's wrong?
The actor, I believe his name is Jim Parsons, that plays Sheldon as an adult, is gay in real life, and I think that makes you uncomfortable.
Oh,
Bazinga.
Now that I know that, I'm more comfortable. I might have to check.
You're like, actually, yeah, Sheldon might be kind of cool. I think the adult is just like every other autistic guy that I've ever met.
Is he definitively supposed to be autistic? Is that
So I feel like
the expert on this.
as an avid Big Bang Theory historian, I think they sort of they make hints at that. You know what? Maybe they do address it in Young Sheldon because I've never seen that. But I remember seeing a fake poster that said "Young Blind Sheldon" when the show was coming out, and I thought that was a way better premise of a show.
just he's blind?
It's just a prequel. It's just him as a little kid, same thing, but he's just blind.
Whoa. Yeah, that would be a really interesting show. I feel like that's a blind character in a TV show, a sitcom, a series is kind of underexplored. Is there anybody else who's done that?
I can think of one.
Who?
Daredevil.
Oh, true. He's a hero.
He's
That's
a
cool.
hero. Yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
He can beat people's ass though, and he doesn't even have eyes, so that's not really fair.
Yeah.
We want a Mr. Magoo. He's blind.
Is he really blind?
I think. I think that's his thing. He can't see, and he's always up to some. He's always in some mischief he's unaware of.
When you said Mr. Magoo at first, I was thinking Mr. Bean, and I thought, oh, he's got the crazy eyes, I guess. But yeah, Mr. Bean, he walks around and does crazy stuff. I'm sure he sees fine.
What if it was revealed that Mr. Bean was on Epstein's island?
Ooh.
He was at the top of the list.
Is that actually a thing, or you're just?
Could be.
What if?
I'm really into conspiracy theories.
Is this list actually public? Because I think I see people posting a lot of stuff and saying, "Oh, this is the list," and then somebody will debate and say, "Oh, well, that's this list that came out years ago." And is there an actual list?
There's a couple different lists.
Yeah.
But what if Mr. Bean was on one of them?
Well, what list is he on? The list of cool ass motherfuckers, or what's up?
Well, let's say there was a list that said that he went to Little St. James and he was there for 4 days straight. And nobody saw him once other than arriving and leaving.
I think a lot about, I don't think a lot about this, but when the conversation comes up, it's like, if you were just like a rich ass fool and people are like, oh, this other rich ass fool wants you to come to their private island and kick it.
Yeah.
You're going to go. Like,
I
it's
said
no
I
different.
say this all the
that's like-
time.
Like today, y'all were like, y'all want to come to Jake's house. Here I am. And we're not even rich. No crazy shit's happening. We got some fucking microphones and we're kicking it. I mean, to me, it's the coolest thing in the world.
That's a really good way to
Yeah.
segue into our thing. Yo, bring out the kids. Bring out the kids.
We
That's
go
what I
down.
said. We were talking about how freaking Stephen Hawking was on the list.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Oh, Stephen Hawking is." We knew Stephen
Mm-hmm.
Hawking was fucking with kids. Like, you knew that?
Yeah, nobody
you
knew
knew
that.
that.
I never even occurred to me. But I was saying on a previous episode, I was like, I don't think every person that came to his house, he was like, "You want to see something?"
Yeah.
Check out these. Was it in the big square building? Is that where all the bad stuff went down, or was it just all over?
You know the buildings? I don't know much about
Yeah,
You said
yeah,
the name of the island. I was like, how do you know that?
We roll the blueprints out, and we're just like, "All right, well, starting here at the property."
So there's a big square building.
Yeah, I don't know how many
Safe to
buildings are
assume
there.
there's a square building everywhere.
It is an island, so I guess there's probably more than one building. But
There's like a square building with like a blue roof on top, and I don't know. I saw a YouTuber go up and like try to get in. They snuck onto the island.
Whoa, how do you get there? The private
yeah, they
plane
like
or-
row out on a skiff.
Probably some sort of boat.
How far out is the island? Is it like
I'm not that well.
Can you
versed.
not drive to the island?
like a car
I think you can.
I don't think you can.
I think there's a road that goes to it.
to Little St. James?
I think so, man.
you guys should do a podcast where you go to island? It wouldn't be that crazy. I mean, like
The Island
legally,
Boys?
can you go to the island? Is it public?
Yo,
Or
some YouTuber
no, it's a
can do it.
private. It's
I think we can
private.
do
It's
it.
definitely private. They could have gotten in trouble for sure.
if the YouTuber did it, y'all can do it.
Someone definitely bought it. Yeah, if they did it, we could just post something to a podcast there.
It'd be by far your most successful.
I mean, it's like
Podcast.
are you familiar with The Hobbit?
Little bit, yeah.
You know how they go into the old ruins and Smaug is there laying on top of the gold.
I forget. who
But
Smaug is,
what
but
I'm
it's been a
saying
long
is
time.
Smaug is no longer in the fucking
Yeah.
ruins. We can just go in there. I'm not afraid of Jeffrey Epstein, dude.
Dude, if Jeffrey was
Jeff's not there no mo.
if Jeff was there, what's he gonna do? Like fuck him. You
I know. I'm 36, dude. I'm aged out of being afraid of Jeffrey Epstein. What's he gonna? He can't do anything to me.
He's not into you.
That's what I mean. I'm invisible to him.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's invisible to him because he's dead as hell. But we're like a real political podcast.
So yeah, this podcast is
I
gonna
don't
like,
mind
take
that.
off.
I don't mind that.
All right, who are you voting for?
I'm not voting for anybody. I'm one of those guys who's at the point where I'm like, I just don't believe in anything anymore. I don't care about voting. I was like one of those people when I was young that was like politically like, you have to vote. Like, what are you crazy?
Yeah.
You're not going to use your voice. And it's like using my voice has never done anything to better society. It's like using my voice gets me like yelled at on the internet by Germans, and that's exclusively it.
Oh yeah, just as this
This won't air in Germany.
This one's
You're
not going
good,
to have to
yeah,
be censored
yeah.
out in Germany. Matter of fact, we're going to have to do a second episode after this where you wear in a disguise.
You're gonna have the Rasta hat on.
But if we want to make it believable, you got to be a black woman. So the disguise is going to be elaborate,
I think we can do that.
but it's going to be believable.
Gotcha.
I need to change the ISO on that. We keep the episode rolling, but we're so bright and Justice is so dark over there.
Let's change the
Let's just
ISO.
set ISO.
It's my aura.
Dude, you got a
dark aura.
aura.
That's kind of cool. Don't bring my ISO up, dude.
It's cool that we both sick gay, though. That's a relief.
Is this just what you? I feel like I've always sat like this, but as I get older, I'm like, there's no hiding it. I'm not like.
I think the older you get, the more when you sit like this, you're just like, oh, my hip.
Yeah.
This hurts my hips.
But I'm like into that. I like stretch the hips out every day, and
Me too. I've been doing yoga.
nice, man. But how you feeling about it? What's your?
Pretty good, but it's weird. Ever since I started doing it, I can't tell if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But my back has hurt badly.
So maybe you got some dark shit going on. Maybe you're doing it wrong. That's an option too. But maybe you have something
Highly
fucked
unlikely.
up that you're correcting. In the process of correcting, anything in your body sucks. Like it hurts.
See, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, is this a good hurt that is working, or is this?
yeah. That's the hard part. To gotta be with somebody who knows what's going on, so they can tell you. You know.
I need a personal trainer and I need a personal chef. And I'd
Say
look.
Jake got you on both, dude.
Is that you? Fuck.
Damn.
Buff as hell, dude.
That's what I need.
That's my security. That's why he's here, dude. Make sure y'all don't get weird with me.
Damn, dude. Private chef and private trainer.
Life would be different.
This motherfucker thinks he's Beyonce or something, dude.
That would be amazing.
Yeah. Or you just get a friend who's like just a nerd who likes to talk a lot about that stuff. And
Yeah, then you got to talk to them.
get some buff friends, man. It's like anything. Like if you want to be a great musician, you hang with great musicians. You play music with them, you become great. If you want to be a bodybuilder, hang out with bodybuilders, and you can be one too. You know.
Yeah, but
But then you got to body build.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
problem. Then you actually got to like sweat. I just want to sit at home and play, video games and
Like we diet, we could just reduce your caloric intake, and you eat
yeah.
just eggs.
So we had
That's
Jem on the podcast, and he was talking about, all you gotta do is resistance training, and I was like, okay, Jem from Speed, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense, right? And he's like, you can eat whatever you want. Well, I took his advice, but I only took half of it, and now I've just been eating whatever I want and not going to the gym. So I'm like, shit.
I'm on a strict diet of good pussy and alcohol.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I can only speak for myself, but
That's why your back
that's been working
hurts.
for me. Yeah, that's why my back hurts. My back is fucked up.
So you toured for like 5 months straight.
Three
This year.
and a half.
It seemed like 3 years.
We did-
Yeah, but it was like 10
Yo.
before that.
Yeah, we did a lot of touring before that, but like for basically like consecutively 3.5 months. It was like we'd have like 4 days off between this country and this country to fly to that country, and
How are you doing? How's your well-being? I
Dude.
think I would have broken down.
yeah, it was dark.
Multiple
my,
times.
My body just broke down a lot, and I was sick most of the time. I broke.
Dude, you
my
got
foot.
no both your feet look normal
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I brought my cane in the car. Like usually after I walk, like a couple, for like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
my feet. It's like, all right, I could use the cane. It helps, but
That would have been cool if you would have walked in here with a cane.
damn, I can go get it and come back.
Does the cane
Start the whole episode over again.
Cane sucks. It's like a Walmart brand,
I
like
was
grandma
saying,
cane.
does the cane scare the hose?
No, I think when we say hose, what that means in my world and with my music thing, and it's like dudes that are a little bit younger than me that didn't have a dad. So the hoes love it. They're like, yeah, Dad, you look cool. It's like,
Let me help you down these
Don't hit me.
steps, Dad.
but the metaphorical hoes I think they're down with it. They like the cane look. I've had a lot of just men a little bit younger than me tell me how cool I look with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not really a fashion accessory. I'm just trying to walk, But I'm gonna get a cool one.
Yeah, you should. We got my dad a cool one. A nice wooden one.
I don't know how long I'm gonna have it for. Like I've been progressing so fast by just playing Fortnite and not leaving the couch. It's getting a lot better.
It might be true. Fortnite might be saving you.
Fortnite saved your life. You need a t-shirt.
That's why I got the
Yeah.
PlayStation. I was like, I need just Fortnite and sitting on the couch. And
You going to explore the Spider-Man games at all?
yeah, I got Spider-Man 2. I'm like it tells you like the percentage of the game you're through. I think I'm like 25% of the way, but
Okay.
Fortnite's getting in the way of it for sure.
Fortnite's free, right?
It's free, but the skins cost.
skins-
They really cost. And I got skins, dude.
You got mad skins?
Yeah.
They cost what? Like real life money, or you got to
Dude.
That
you got to
VC?
get a couple chicken
you-
dinners.
If you're playing with your homie and he's like changing skins between every drop, and you don't see repeat skins like that homie's
Every drop.
spending money. Yeah, which is pretty common. I feel like a lot of friends I see doing that. I have a lot of skins, but
Do you play with multiple people on the reg?
yeah,
Like, do you have enough friends that can play?
I have friends that play, but also I did something that might be kind of crazy, and I like some. How tweets work? If I say like, "Fuck Taylor Madison," it goes out into the whole world.
Yeah.
Yes.
If Taylor Madison says, "Hey Justice, what's up?" and then I say, "Fuck you, Taylor Madison," it only goes out to me and his followers.
Yeah.
And so it's like a little more low key, or somebody would have to open that tweet to see. So somebody asked me, a friend was like, "What's your gamer tag?" And I responded because in my brain I'm like, "Oh, only people who are friends with both of us will see this." Or some sick fuck will open this and find out my gamer tag. But I got like over 300 people like added me like on
Just put your gamer tag in your bio at this point.
yeah.
Avid
Ooh, that would
gamer.
be cool.
It's like annoying because like actual friends are like, "Dude, I added you on there," and I'm like, "Well, what's your name?" And they're
Yeah.
like, bong ripper, whatever. And I'm like, how the fuck is I supposed to know that's you? I have like 300 weirdos that.
Well, get in the queue, motherfucker. I'm playing with these other 300 freaks.
Yeah, but I play with like I have some like random, not random, some dudes that play in bands, and then like there actually is just like random kids I'll be playing with that I don't know what they know, you know what I mean? And then they'll be like, dude, we saw you FYA, you rocked, and I'm like, thanks, let's get this dub, dude. Like,
all right, cool, but we need this chicken dinner real quick, dude. I gotta eat.
What's your best skin?
I've been using the Xenomorph from Alien a lot.
Oh, that's pretty
When you
good.
see me and the homies pull up looking like Alien, it's fucking on, dude.
What's your worst skin?
Probably like one of the ones they just offer you.
Don't say Peter Griffin.
No, Peter Griffin's chill. I got the Incredible Hulk, but he's so green and bright. I feel like most settings, like you see him right away. Every time somebody's the Hulk, I kill him so fast.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I never understand how like there's like loadouts and stuff in that game. I'm literally peepaw when it comes to Fortnite.
Yeah. Well, you know what a loadout means, right? It's like
But
No.
I don't customize it at all.
well, I didn't
Explain
know
it to me like I'm 3.
I didn't know 2 weeks ago, so I'm like, it's just like like when you go into a chest and you find like weapons and stuff, and like somebody drops like they're all when you kill somebody they drop all their shit. That's their loadout, and you go grab, right?
Yeah, you're right.
So are they calling it a loadout to avoid the word loot?
We
It's
use
different
loot,
than
too.
loot. It's different than loot.
Yeah.
'Cause you can
Different?
set your loadout.
I see people kind of like use them interchangeably, but I think that, you're right. There like is a more
Loadout is the politically correct because
Yeah.
loot has racial connotations.
So the young fans listening are like, "Wow, you guys are dumb."
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
the hot chicks listening they've stopped listening
They're
a while
not,
ago.
yeah.
Once I changed the
The hot
ISO,
chicks that listen,
they saw
they're
me
not.
stand up. They're like, "Nah." We got a few out there, but
I think it's interesting. I don't know if this is intentional, but there's like all these like little things in the game where it's like almost like in order to talk to your teammates about going to get the thing or do the mission, you have to say like inherently gay sounding things, which I think is like a fun thing. I think most people are, but I think it'd just be like it's really interesting. So like, for example, like when your health is low, you can break these barrels called Slurp, and it just
Man,
turns
that's gay.
into like the
Good
homies being
example.
like, yo, come get this Slurp, dog. Like, I'm about to, like, who's getting slurped up? And then there's always like a dude. It's like usually Jake, and he's in the background going, yo.
yo, Jim.
But-
Come get this slurp.
I think I think about shit like that. I'm like, that's strategic way to make people more comfortable with
Progressive.
language.
It's
Yeah,
progressive.
Dude, you
on
think
me,
that
on me.
Fortnite is a psyop to get us all more comfortable with being gay?
yeah. That and murder. It's like making us more comfortable with murder. Like, when
Is there
you know-
even blood in Fortnite?
No. I don't
They
think
got to bring
there's-
blood. I don't think there is blood. There should be blood.
There's
in
like the
Fortnite.
cute alternative where when you die, this little machine comes in and sucks you up. It's like, "Zzzz," and you like,
I only played Fortnite. So last time I played Fortnite, when we were all on tour, we stayed at your friend's house.
Oh yeah, and we just overtook his son's room, his son's fucking Fortnite. Like it's you remember that?
oh, okay,
Yeah, I forget where it was, but really, really nice house, and we just like
I think it was
posted
in
up.
Charlotte.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I felt bad because his son was just like there, and we just overtook his whole shit.
He's like, Dad, why can't I sleep in my bed?
He's a total little gentleman about it. But
He was
and we're
respected
like,
him.
yeah, we all suck at Fortnite, and he was like, you guys really suck at Fortnite.
Homie had a Fortnite bed.
Oh yeah, and he was age appropriate.
Yeah, he wasn't like 30 years
Wait, did
old.
somebody actually sleep in his bed? The kid's bed?
Yeah.
I guess he's
I
probably
think
some
Multiple
parents.
people slept in his room. that
Yeah,
day.
yeah. I think he slept with his
He
parents.
wasn't in the room.
Oh.
Yeah, to be.
He wasn't in the room.
I know we just talked about St. James. That's nothing to involve
God.
that. Yeah, the opposite than that.
Jeffrey wasn't
Je-
there. Nothing.
Jeffrey was long gone by that point.
Jeffrey.
I hope I don't forget about Jeffrey, and I like keep that
Jeffrey.
theme going in my life with
Jeffrey.
everybody named Jeff.
Jeffrey.
Jeff before was associated with my name is Jeff, but now if you're Jeff, you're Jep. So
Jep.
My name is Jeb.
My name is Jep.
We used to have that drop
say,
on the
do we
old.
have that drop?
We had that on the old one.
dude, it's kind of the funniest moment in cinematic history to be
Dude, you know
honest.
what's crazy? That movie holds up way better than most others from the era.
Oh yeah.
I watched it recently and I was like, it might be a perfect movie.
I'm still down.
Dude, when he pushes the old lady over in the shoe store and says that she tried to grab his dick. That's awesome, dude.
How about Pineapple Express? Do you think that holds up?
You know what? Some parts really do. It's like so much more graphic than I remember it being.
Like, oh, it's like a lot of bloody people getting shot and shit. Yeah,
Like the last quarter of the movie is like really violent.
true.
I think I went back and watched it. I didn't love it. I mean, still liked it, but not my favorite.
What's that movie that Squad made about? Is it called like the end? It's like the end of the world.
This is the end.
This is the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
I feel like that didn't have the same lasting power. Like I haven't even heard of that movie since I watched it in
No.
theaters. Like not one person talked to me about it or anything.
I thought it was funny. I think there might be some lore with that movie.
I remember that Jonah Hill gets raped by a ghost.
Damn.
I think that's kind of funny.
It's got some good moments.
It's got some pretty good moments in it. How do you feel about the Scary Movie franchise?
I really don't know it, to be honest. It's like one of those things that I can't believe I don't know. I've seen like little clips
Yeah.
of it and I know viral moments. And I have a friend who like, our friend Kenny, like I think it's his favorite movie of all time. Is like he's like Scary Movie 5. That's the best movie of all time. Period. Like not Forrest Gump, not
Scary Movie 5.
Scary Movie 5. That's incredible.
Scary Movie. Wait, which one? I stopped at 4. He likes Scary Movie 5.
I don't know if it's actually 5. It's
Okay.
like one of the scary. It might be like 3 or something. I don't know.
I'm a 4 guy. I think 4 is the one with Charlie Sheen in it, or like the fake Charlie Sheen and Michael Jackson. It was like,
Oh yeah, it's got a lot of moments.
yeah,
that you
yeah.
see.
The aliens come and kick you in the balls, or like they pee out their finger. That one's my favorite.
How about do you guys? I just watched the Sly documentary, and we're in the Philadelphia area right now. Do you guys do Rocky or Rambo, or you into that?
You know what, man, dude? I'm just out here fucking fighting for my life, and in real life, I don't really care.
You're just
for
living
people,
it.
People fighting in movies. You know?
You guys don't do Rambo or Rocky at all?
I know.
Yo,
Rocky. I know Creed. I know Rambo.
I don't like looking at him.
So you don't like looking at Sly?
Bro,
Bro, he's the coolest. You gotta watch this document. You're gonna cry. You're gonna watch the documentary and cry.
yo, where's he from? Is he from America?
Are
with
his
that
daughters in
accent?
the documentary?
Very briefly. They seem like nice girls.
Are they in it as children or as adults?
As adults.
Check it out.
Bazinga.
But very short. They're, it's brief. But
Which episode? Is it an episode or one documentary?
I think it's one just
All right, give me the timestamp
Yeah.
of when his daughter's in there. I'll check it out.
the thing I like about Sly is like he's a dude that takes a beating in life. Like he could take a beating and just like
Yeah.
keep going. And I think that's the coolest type of person to me. Like I don't care about like, and same thing with music and artists and stuff like that. Like I like Iggy Pop for the same reason. It's like he's had successes and he's had things that some people might see as a loss, but he doesn't care because he's creating music and that's his whole thing. He's like, I don't care what you like. I'm a fucking rocker. I'm gonna do my thing. And he's like physically like the story of the Stooges is him getting his ass whooped all the time and being like, I don't care. I'm gonna be at the show tomorrow doing the same thing. See you there. And I think Sly's kind of that character where he's like, he's done movies that haven't succeeded and he's like been hungry and then he wins as well,
So it's
I wasn't sure if you meant for a second. I was like, yo, does he think that Rocky's really getting beat up in these movies?
No. I mean, he keeps getting hit and he keeps getting back up and he wins the match in some
And
movies.
he's just holding his head high in real life all these years later.
I mean, it's pretty substantial that in the first Rocky he does not win the fight. How cool is that?
I love that kind of shit.
Yeah. It's like, why is it called Rocky? He doesn't even he's not even the winner.
He gets rocked.
He's just the dude that's really good at getting his ass whooped. I like that. I think that's a admirable.
It's a Philadelphian.
Yeah,
Idea
you
right
libs
there.
all,
Yes.
you all want a participation prize.
Dude,
Participation trophy. I'm sorry.
speaking of documentaries, I just started watching Natalia Grace season 2.
Do you remember season 1?
Dude, so here's what happened. I think I watched the first episode and I think we just talked about it. Because I was like, yo, I kind of remember what's going on here. Are you familiar?
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, dude. So let me break it down for you a little bit.
You guys don't know who Sly is, but they gotta,
I know who he is. I just don't.
you heard of him?
I heard of him. I only watch documentaries about things that are like upsetting.
Dark.
Like that sounds kind of uplifting. I don't
Is it
really.
a
I don't need all that.
Netflix makes the most depressing documentaries. Dude. Is it Netflix?
This is an HBO one, or I don't know what it started on.
Oh, this was yeah. So this documentary is like this was like a global sensation. You're not familiar with this?
No, I'm sorry. But fill me in. I'm
It's
interested.
okay. It's okay. I'm like a world league kind of.
We're gonna do a Patreon episode on this one. So
I'm like to
everyone-
sit in my house and write songs and play Fortnite.
Oh,
kind of
dude, you're
guy.
gonna like this. Yo, this is like
touch.
this is like when you remember in Clueless? You ever see Clueless?
Yeah, dude, great movie.
You remember when they set up the teachers and their legs are crossed into each other? I always thought that then people were trying to fuck. So what's happening here?
Oh, sorry. My knee was getting a little tight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
switch
I
it
get
out.
it. Yeah, you can
we'll
switch it. You can
switch
switch it.
I'll put them straight, dude. I don't want to.
Yeah, dude, I don't want people out there getting the wrong idea about me. I've established myself as the straightest guy that anyone has ever seen.
We're very hetero here.
I actually said on our last episode that the only people that are men aren't allowed to sit on my lap, only women and male to female trans women.
That's where we stand.
Because they are women after all.
yeah.
So basically,
That's
women
very
are only allowed.
straight.
I'm only throwing that in so that people know that I'm open-minded.
It's a very straight mentality. to have.
Progressive. Yeah. It's okay if you used to be a man, but if you're not one now, no sitting on my lap. Those are the rules.
Yeah, you're just fucking down with hot chicks, dude.
Yeah,
just
dude.
hot chicks.
You're a hot chick. Hop up, dude.
Yeah, wiener or no, it's as long as you don't identify as M. It's my only.
That's fair
respectable.
game.
That's
Yeah.
respectable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I like kicking it with the boys. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
But,
If we're playing Fortnite, one leg to get both my laps, you know.
well, I ain't.
I got two legs, so yeah.
One leg, both your laps. So Natalia Grace, here's the concept, okay? The thing is, I can't even explain the nuances of the show because the most interesting parts are the fact that the people in it, every single character is insufferable.
It's just it's not a documentary. It's like
It's a documentary series.
Okay.
So this couple adopts this little girl with dwarfism, and she's like 6 or something.
We're talking.
Okay, she's like very, very small, and they already have a son who's autistic and is like a genius.
Was on a TED Talk.
TED Talk, dude.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that's
This
how you
motherfucker
know.
talked to TED.
Yeah.
How old was he when he was
It's like
linked up with Ted?
Yeah,
teen
pretty
TED
young.
Talk. Yeah.
Does that happen? I've never heard of that.
Exactly. It's crazy how smart he must have been.
So then they adopted this little gal, and their claim is that over time they're like, oh, we started noticing weird things, and then they were like, so we realized that they're accusing her for like doing all this sexual stuff and violent shit and threatening them and stuff, and they're like, she's an adult woman. She has like full blown pubic hair. She like talks like someone older than her. So then they have her legally re-aged to be 22.
They up her 14 years.
Like they have her birth
can do
certificate.
that?
Yeah, and then she's like, and then she's living alone in an apartment by herself.
You know what's weird? I have loosely somebody told me of this concept.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there's like
Nuts,
any
right?
documentation
Oh,
about it.
dude.
I gotta see this.
The best part of the whole thing is the dad.
Yeah, they struck gold with him.
He's
just
like,
stupid as fuck.
dude, he's like
Like,
the most dramatic man. Oh, dude, I can't even
Yeah.
like try to explain it to you. No matter what, you're gonna watch it and be shocked by him.
It's a good watch. I was looking at it and I was like, why does he look weird? And it's because his eyes, like you can see his whole eye. That's how big his eyes
wow.
get when he's so expressive when he talks.
But there's scenes where he's like interview scenes, like documentary style, where he's like
this.
on the floor punching the ground and stuff, trying to like reenact something, and he's fully like hurts his hand. And
Rather than
everything.
just like telling you what happened. Like,
Oh, dude, he's like he makes himself look worse and worse every single second that he's on camera. It's so impressive.
Wait, I'm watching this. What is this? HBO?
HBO, yeah.
Let's go.
He's
HBO.
like, bring the camera down here. You gotta see me on the floor. I'm like, dude, you're directing this shit now.
But they just came out with the season 2 recently.
So what happened? So I don't want to give away the ending, but I think probably most people that know what it is know what happens. So they re-age the girl and they get her an apartment. Are they still like looking out for her? Or are they like, fuck her, she's a piece of shit?
Yeah, they don't fuck with her. They're basically trying to get rid of her. That's the thing. There's some speculation where
Grab
like
a bull.
she's like Natalia, that is, when she's, because this all goes to court later on, and all the courts are like, basically during the court case, they're not allowed to mention the fact that her age can't be mentioned in the court case, which is crazy because the whole thing revolves around her age.
That's nuts that they get to leave that out.
How do they legally bypass that? They like go and get permission to. I don't know.
I think
weird.
so.
I don't know how it
They went to a doctor that basically was like, yeah, I think maybe she could be of that age. And so they explain this in the second season, but they take her to a dentist, and the dentist actually confirms her actual age. And then, but somehow they get another doctor to sign off on the fact that she's actually like likely aged higher. And then somehow they get the courts to agree that she's 22. And yeah, I didn't even know being re-aged was a possibility.
How old they thought she thought she was 6 when they
When they adopted her. And she's from the Ukraine. That's another part where it gets a little murky,
Yeah.
where they like weren't
her
sure.
English isn't ripping. She's not killing it in that department.
Being Ukrainian?
Yeah,
Oh,
like her
right
English
now.
is probably not.
No,
so
her
Oh,
English
yeah.
is totally fine, especially now.
Yeah.
Like now she's like 22 or something.
She's actually her age. It's a
Yeah,
it's
now
a
she's
wild
20.
story.
Actually, like,
But the first
So
episode,
did they find out that she actually is she actually not 22 when they say she's 22?
Yeah.
yeah,
She's just a little girl that they decide as a grown woman and start treating her like a grown woman.
Yeah.
And doing
Yep.
mean things.
because
yeah. And the mom is like nuts and is like definitely adopted this little baby with the intention of like, kind of becoming like an online celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mom thinks she's hot.
probably thought she was gonna get like a reality show or something. Because it was like, oh, she has this son that's like an autistic genius, and she like adopted this little like girl with dwarfism, and apparently the girl needed like all these crazy surgeries and stuff, and yeah, the whole second season is them being like confirming like, yeah, she's a little kid. You guys did all this stuff to a little kid.
It's
Oh
a good
my
watch.
God, dude. Is she doing okay now? Is there something we can do to help her? Is she?
Dude, it's up for some debate because season 2 ends with like a little bit of a cliffhanger.
And like right at the turn of it, they're like, and by the way, she's 40 now.
No, but dude, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, don't give too much
don't give it away.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good
'Cause
watch, everyone.
I'm watching this for
I have a
sure.
lot of opinions on this, which is why I need Jake to watch it so that we can do an entire Patreon episode.
I'll be done. I'm finished the second season. I'll be done this second season probably tomorrow.
So you're not gonna watch the first season?
No, I watched it all last night.
okay,
I got
okay.
hooked hard. So we just finished. Me and Laurie just finished watching Suits. I don't know if you're familiar with the show.
Wow, finished it.
It's some trash TV, but it's pretty good, right? About lawyers and crap. 9 seasons, a lot of episodes. Once you finish a show like that, you're like, well, what now? What do we watch now? Clean that show out and a sitting.
I have nothing to watch anymore.
Yeah. TV's done. We gotta get Fortnite, I guess.
Check out the Sly documentary.
That's not. That's not the kind of stuff that I enjoy.
You'll be so you'll fucking love him, dude. He's so cool.
Rambo?
Yeah. What why haven't you guys watched Rambo movies?
I have. I just don't care about them.
Have you seen like new Rambos? I like the new Rambos.
I don't know if I have.
They keep getting better.
Dude, I don't really like movies that don't have like So if it's like a crime thriller, I really like that. But if it's like a movie that takes place, it's like an action. If there's not like a creature or something, I don't think it's very entertaining.
You like a creature.
I need a monster or some sort of an alien or like
Don't get him started on not Get Out, but the other movie.
Oh, dude, yo,
I
did
knew
you
you were
see-
going because I was trying to think of the name of it myself. What's it called?
The cowboy movie where they
Oh, now saying something else.
He's talking about Nope.
Nope.
What are you talking about?
The movie
Scene directors?
with the monster that lives under the house.
Oh, Barbarian.
Barbarian.
We were just talking about.
dude, that's a perfect movie.
It's the one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. It's like an awesome scary movie, but it's just like
Dude.
so well done in every way.
It's perfect. I instant classic. When I saw it, I was like, it's one of my all-time faves.
There's people. It's so weird to me. There's people who
Yeah.
hate that movie, and I'm like, I don't understand. Is there just something so dramatically different about us as people that you don't like this movie, or is it like you just don't understand movies?
Barbarian? How could you not like it?
I don't get it. It's so good.
I haven't ran into someone that's like, I don't like it.
It's like it's got it all for me. It's got like, it's spooky. It's got a naked chick with a killer rack.
Hell yeah.
What do you mean by rack? What's that?
What?
What do you mean by that?
With a killer rack?
What's that? Just want you to explain
Like
it.
like a Kraken set.
Yeah.
I feel like
Humble
there's-
bosom?
The younger generation doesn't use the word rack. You got to.
They don't use rack? Is that
They
what
don't
you
use
found
rack?
out?
That's
on
not
the-
true.
That's new.
What are they
It's
using?
It's,
Bazongas?
You play Fortnite, so you
bazongas,
you
yeah.
might actually.
Fortnite, the kids are calling them
Yeah.
bazongas, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Hangies? Hangs off
I call
chest?
them Cuban missiles.
Ah. I call them.
And baby, we got a crisis.
Do you feel like movies? I think there's like a cool like post COVID. Just I don't know if it's like people who are making movies are like more inspired and are hungry.
Yeah.
It's like music. It's like we as musicians all came back super hungry, and everybody's like doing more and doing cooler stuff, and like people are hungry for what we have to offer. And I feel like the music community has just been like cooler than it's ever been in my life post COVID.
I think COVID kind of washed out the people that weren't like it only kept the good. The bad couldn't hang on over the
Yeah.
period. They left.
Yeah, I feel like something similar happened with the movie industry, and shit's good, right? And people are making cool movies. It's inspiring.
Dude, but they're making some shitters too.
Give me a shitter. What's a good shitter right now?
A shitter. So I think a shitter, or a movie that I think could otherwise have been good. I've said this before, but the movie Nope sucks.
I
I
like
didn't see
Nope.
it.
I like Nope. It was good. It was fun.
Well, if you haven't seen it, I won't ruin why I think it's so bad.
I
But
think there's movies like that, like Barbie, for example. Like it's probably like a similar category, but there's like
I like Barbie.
woke subject matter, right? We say I don't think woke is the term to use, but that's what you know. It's
no,
like
that's,
that's what
yeah.
people-
that's the right one.
and there's like woke subject matter, and it's being weaved into like a fun storyline, and it's like, I think like you know, again, I didn't see Note, but Barbie, for example, I think it's a movie that did such a good job of that, where it's like, oh wow, it actually brought light to things I never considered in a way that didn't make me feel like a piece of shit for just being alive, and it was entertaining and funny, and I cried like 10 times.
And there was hot chicks in it.
And there's that too.
I didn't like
Sweater
Barbie.
meat.
That shit's for girls.
Yeah.
So
Did you go over? Did you use Sweater Meat? Was that one of them that you used?
sweater meat. No, that's good though.
Did you see it in theaters?
Puppies was real hot in like 1999.
Puppies was.
You remember the fool on WCW or maybe it was WWF? Jerry the King Lawler.
Oh yeah,
puppies.
yeah. How crazy is it? We grew. That was like entertainment that we grew up with.
That
standard.
explains so many. That's why young people get mad at me. They weren't there. They don't understand what I was influenced.
It'd be
by.
like a dude in the ring and a girl comes in talking shit. He'd be like, "Shut up, bitch!" and slap her.
Yo, that's like this. Movies in
then-
the '70s are literally like that.
Yeah, and then Jerry the King Lawler would be like, "Don't hurt the puppies." You know, it's like that's the only priority. And like we're like 12, and we're like, "Yeah, don't hurt the puppies. Like slap the bitch. Don't hurt the puppies." And then you wonder why everybody's all fucked up. It's like Fortnite, dude. I'm like, all right, so like, sorry, I can bring everything.
No,
back to
it's
Fortnite.
all right. We bring everything back to Red Dead, but go on.
Columbine. It happens.
No,
And
I remember
everybody's
that.
people are saying Marilyn Manson, Mortal Kombat, these things
Mm-hmm.
influenced what happened or whatever. You know, like all the other things too. But I think that was like two pretty big frames of reference.
Yeah.
And at the time as a kid, I was like, this is ridiculous, man. Marilyn Manson rocks, and he had nothing to do with this. Fucking video games. How could they possibly influence something like this? But if you smoke pot and play Fortnite till 4 a.m. every night for a week straight, when somebody walks in the room, when you hear footsteps walking in the room, tell me what's your natural instinct. I go to reach my fucking AK.
Dude,
And my girlfriend's walking down steps, and I'm like, where is it? Somebody's coming for me right now, you know?
See,
my
I
brain
think-
goes into that mode.
I think you have that's just your mental illness. I don't have that issue.
Yeah.
I play Red Dead and I just be shooting all kinds of cowpokes left and right. Dude.
You never go try to reload or some shit? Like you like run out of cereal and your brain's like, I gotta reload.
So
You know, it's like
Press
you
X,
start
press X.
thinking. Yeah, it's like you start thinking in like murder terms.
so here's why I partially get it, but I don't. I think you actually have to be like unwell, and there has to be other influences because,
Yeah.
dude, there is not a feeling in the world that feels better than just pumping a shotgun into a fool's chest in Red Dead.
Now here's
Or
the
when
thing.
you shoot them in the head and their head actually explodes.
What,
It feels like I'm on
see what you just said?
fucking
You
meth,
said
dude.
pumping. Was it bullets into somebody's chest in
Yep.
Red Dead?
Yeah.
Now it's like think about how easy it would be to like grow that idea in your subconscious, and then you just take away the in Red Death part.
Yeah, that's what I mean though.
Red
But
Dead
like
part.
we don't do that because we're
They're
that's
sound
why.
individuals, but
We're
not all of us
mature.
are.
But
you know?
I don't think that's I think the individuals that aren't sound individuals are. I think they're influenced by things other than Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I mean, like here's the thing. I'm an advocate for Fortnite. I'm not saying don't play Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all I care about. But it's like, I'm just saying it's like it's a factor that with other context, other things going on, I could see it negatively influencing, especially young impressionable children. Like it's insane to me. I feel so bad now. I'm just like trashing Fortnite, but it's like it's a video game where you can be Peter Griffin and walk up to fucking Spider-Man and put a shotgun in his face and just blast off.
Dude, but
and,
there's
and
not even any
normalize
blood.
that.
Yeah, if there's no blood,
blood.
It's no foul harm.
Well, there's some kids that are gonna get some guns and go to places and they're gonna be surprised when there is a lot of blood.
Yeah.
But I will say this: obviously, a good point is again we're talking about factors. There's bigger factors in the equation as to why shit like this happens. Because
Yeah.
guess what? It doesn't happen in other countries.
Well,
They don't have
also,
access to guns and all that. And there's other factors.
You know,
for
there's a lot of
sure.
factors. But like, again, there's cultural factors
Yeah.
as to why that happens in the United States more than other places.
also shooting somebody in the chest predates Grand Theft Auto
For sure.
and Fortnite.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I feel like what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah. And I don't think the chicken's to blame is what I'm saying. It's not that. I'm not blaming the chicken. I just see where the point comes from. I see where the idea of like video games, maybe for some, you got a little kid that does weird things. Like your kid puts the cat in the bag, like a cat in the bag and like you don't know about it for a week. And then you're like, where the fuck's the cat?
Jeffrey Dahmer type shit.
Pulls the cat's whiskers out. I feel like that was always
They're
a
grounded
thing.
from Fortnite.
Yeah, there's no Fortnite for them.
Yeah.
Where I grew up, there's a lot of kids that should be playing Fortnite. You know, a lot of kids were putting cats in bags and like swinging them off, bouncing them off of walls and shit. It's like a thing in my neighborhood.
Close your ears, Leo.
Leo looks so upset, dude. Like I can see it in his face. He's like,
he
hope you don't-
hates it.
he don't fuck with cats, but
Oh,
he ain't, nah.
You got boogers in your eye? Yeah.
Dude, he'd probably like my cats. My cats are cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like cat. I'm down with cats.
One's got a little bit of a touch of the asthma.
Oh shit. Cats are pets are suffering from more like breathing issues recently. It's like there's
Yeah.
like the doggy flu going around, and I feel like everybody's cats have boogers.
The
and
dog
stuff.
thing's crazy.
Are you
Um,
okay? He's tough. He's an anti-vaxxer though. I keep
Yeah.
telling him he's got to get vaccinated.
I can see
He's like,
him.
"Ugh."
He's not going to do it.
No. His Republican showing. Chill.
I think most dogs are Republican and most cats are
I think so too.
Yeah.
They're man's best friend.
lean a little
after
more
all.
left. You know?
Yeah. He's down for like hunting and shit.
Yeah. So who are you voting for? The voting is this year, huh?
Yeah, it's this year, November.
Dude, we'd be getting
registered.
a new president every fucking 2 weeks. If
I don't know.
I just don't. There's no president who's not going to just fucking support killing lots of brown
So-
people. I don't know. Like I don't know.
So
who the
might as well do
president
the
is gonna
most funniest one.
Yo, I've said it before. I think that the T-Man is coming back this time, and he's winning over the libs. Yo, straight up, dude. Straight up.
I like the Shane Gillis bit about Trump just being funny. It's like that's a real thing. It's
Yeah.
like we all can't deny that that's like a hilarious character out of a movie, you know. And
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
thinking the same thing when he first started running. I
He's
was
the
like,
Joker. It's awesome.
yeah, I was like fully committed to like that concept when he first ran for president. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, this is hilarious. And then I'll never forget
That he
one day
won.
when he won. We were in what's the venue in Southern California? The observatory.
Shane, no.
And they like they had TVs up
Mm-hmm.
and they showed that Trump won. And I don't know if this is I guess it's not extreme. It makes sense. It affects everybody's life. But like half the room, people start crying.
Yeah.
Like just everybody started crying. And I was like, man, this is funny until about like right now.
I was going to bed and he was losing. Or no, he was winning rather. And
There was that moment when he had the dip and everybody was like,
yeah,
I knew he was gonna lose.
my roommate was like, I think he's gonna come back and win. I'm like, he's not gonna win. Go to sleep. And then we woke up the next morning. She was like visibly sad. I'm like, oh well, I was really wrong on that one. Oops.
It's crazy. I mean, like we have laws, and I don't understand how any of them work. And I'm not pretending to be a person who knows how they work, but
But let's pretend for a second.
yeah, that's pretend like
Yeah,
I know.
I'm a doctor. You guys are lawyers.
There's always somebody being like, oh well, and everybody speaks so definitely about everything. Everybody knows
Yeah.
everything, and they're like, well, he's going to jail because he did this, that, and the other. And it's like he's just running for president again, and he's going to. It's like all these like when you're a kid. I remember like being like in elementary school, and they're like, these are the rules to becoming the president. You
Yeah.
have to, it's these things you have to do. He didn't do none of those things. He did none of those things that I was taught. They
That's
thought that
sick,
they didn't teach me
though.
how to pay taxes. They taught me this thing that wasn't true.
Mm-hmm.
That these are the rules to becoming the president. That was a fucking important. That and learning cursive. So it's like irrelevant things, and I'm like, oh, he can't become the president because he didn't do the thing, and he becomes president. And then after that, everybody's, well, he can't become president again because he's going to jail.
What? Look at him
He's
now.
becoming president. So I guess if I'm saying anything is, you can become the president. Anything you want to, the possibilities are endless.
You spun that nicely
Dude.
to all the young folks out there.
That's our next. That's the future of America right there.
He really is the youth.
Sylvester Stallone, dude. If you're listening,
Sylvester and Jeffrey Epstein.
fucking Sylvester Stallone and Jeffrey Epstein. If either of you guys are listening, just remember what Justice just said.
You can be.
If life's beating you down while you're filming your movie, or you're getting fake suicided in your jail cell when the cameras mysteriously turn off, there's hope for you yet. You might be able to be the president.
You could be the last man standing in that cell.
Just got to make sure you're an American citizen. That's it.
Yo, honestly, if I was Jeffrey Epstein, things would have went different in that cell, bro.
Dude, for sure, bro. Those 2 guards would have went down.
There would be more than one dead body laying in the middle of the
You know
floor.
what I'm saying?
None of them would be Jeffries.
Is there a sound Fortnite makes when you kill someone? Like, is it like a body dead?
I wish that'd be a great update. Look,
Like,
Fortnite representatives.
What's the music like? on
That's
Fortnite?
the sample. What the loading screen is the same annoying song it's just honestly starting to give me like, it's crazy. The sound comes on and my heart starts racing and I think somebody's trying to get me.
oh, you're triggered, man.
I know it's like kind of dark, but there's also like when you do emotes, there's certain songs and there's like 5 songs that you really just hear all the time. And
Can your guy floss?
I didn't buy that one. I'm really trying to
buy it.
The only thing I'm like trying to get is the Dougie right now. It's probably like $8. Yo, this shit adds up. Like that's the cheapest thing you can buy is the emote. Like you buy the character with all the characters things.
Holy
bro.
moly.
There's like some characters you spend like 20, 25, $30 on, you know?
Dude, he's $15,000 in the hole on fucking Fortnite, buying Fortnite skins. And so, can you just like win these things, or you have to buy them?
So there's things that you like. You can buy the battle pass and it incentivizes like you win certain. So you like spend like I think it's like $15, and then you like you win, and as you level up, you get certain rewards like skins and emotes and shit.
That's
I don't think I want to
It's-
go down this road.
It's financially so smart. They're making so much more money than anybody's
Oh, for
ever
them.
sold a video game. Yeah,
It's bad for the consumer. Financially,
it's-
not to.
you just
It's
remind me.
bad,
I think
but-
I pay for Game Pass on Xbox, and I haven't used my Xbox in months. I got to cancel that.
you know what I think? I got a PlayStation 5.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. I was with Kat in his bed in. You guys know Kat?
Yeah.
And I was high on pot. And she's a good influence in my life in all contexts. She's like probably the best influence in my life.
Doesn't smoke weed.
Doesn't smoke weed. She
Nerd.
probably just
Nerd.
told me like, she probably was being like, you shouldn't do that. But she's like kind and sweet.
Yeah.
She's the kind of person who like you want. You know, it's like there's people who nag about shit and you're like, I'm gonna do this despite you. But she'll like, I'm doing something that's obviously bad. Like I might, like if I were to try to smoke a cigarette, she'd be like, don't do that. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't want Kat to think that I'm a piece of shit. I'm not gonna smoke a cigarette. But I was definitely high on pot and my foot was broken. And she was like, you need to go home and take care of yourself. And normally she's right. Like I'd be like hooping with the boys with a broken foot. And like, dude, the day after I broke my foot, I like ate mushrooms and was jumping off the stage. And you know what I mean? Like doing things you're not supposed to do with a broken foot. I refused to go to the doctor. I, like,
How did
wouldn't-
you break it?
Just stage diving.
Doing bad
jumping
boy
off-
stuff?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
barricade.
Oh, never mind. Won't go into that. Yeah. I'm glad it's healed though,
Yeah, it's pretty
for the
good.
most part. You look. I watched the FYA set. You look pretty mobile.
Dude, I felt so impressed watching that. I was like,
Yeah.
I've paid for it. The next day I was like
Yeah.
sore, but I think it was a good it's good. I think people have this idea of just sitting down and healing, and your body doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
Like, you have to work for recovery, like in anything in your body. Like there's a moment of let it heal, let it get blood, and then you got to get moving. So like even on the tour, I had like little exercises I was doing with my foot every day, and I think I'm recovering pretty quick. But yeah, Kat convinced me to get the PlayStation 5,
Oh yeah, nice.
and
Does Kat have a PS5? She a gamer?
yeah,
Fuck yeah.
she's pretty good too. She's been Fortnite with us too. She's pretty sick with it. But since I got home and I kind of forgot that I bought it because again I was just like smoking a lot of pot. You know that works. And the next day I'm like, what the fuck is this charge? I'm gonna call PlayStation and see what the fuck is going on. But after playing PlayStation for a little bit and I played a friend's Xbox the other day, PlayStation over Xbox all day. It looks significantly better. Maybe, and you know what? In all fairness, maybe it was the friend's TV or something. I can't really speak on that.
trash
you know.
TV.
There's a lot of elements. To
I
go
don't
into
know if
this.
I have
But what's
strong
your
enough
take?
opinions. Because I just played Spider-Man on PlayStation. I can't even play that on Xbox. Red Dead looks identical. I thought it was going to look better.
Yeah.
You
it
just
should.
got a PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Like I said, I put my information out there, and people will come play with me, and I like there's people in there. I'm like, that's my dog. I'm gonna play with the homie right now. And somebody brought it up to me, being like, "Have you played with Taylor?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "Taylor." You know, I got a couple friends named Taylor. I'm like, "Which one?" They're like, "Taylor Madison. He just bought a PlayStation." I'm like, "I didn't know that." It's crazy how much information I get from about my friends.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, are you there?
Oh, it's the
Well,
cop.
I'm
He needs
calling
money.
for the police and trooper assistance pack. The number of police officers injured or killed on duty is unacceptable. It's time for us to stand up for those who protect us and our families.
I know that voice. I mean,
Make
hello.
a strong statement about the will of the people by electing those who will support our police with
He needs some money
legislation.
for the police.
Yeah, we'll give him some money.
Would you show your support with a one-time, non-tax deductible donation?
He'll talk to you. He'll talk back. Just tell him.
Is this a real man?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Oh, it's not.
Ask him what. Where?
Can you tell me more about this?
The police and trooper assistance package is candidates that promote officer safety and support local police.
Dude, that's
law
good.
enforcement
That's
officers
convincing.
is or you can open the office.
I thought we could give him a.
I want to know how far you can take it, because he's got answers to a lot of questions that you ask.
I know, but I
Like-
just said, can you tell me more? And he told me the same thing.
You should ask him who he's voting for. I bet he's got an answer.
You're voting for Trump.
yeah,
Oh, shit.
yeah. That's how we should have disguised it.
I love getting that. It's always
just
like
call him
the
back
unknown
later.
number. And it's, hello? Like I know exactly the voice.
Hello?
I've never gotten that call before.
I thought for sure it was going to be like when the Cantonese, it's just the Cantonese women talking. And
I always thought it was just a Maryland thing. I thought Maryland, but you guys get that guy too. Same as that police officer calls you
I've
guys.
never got that guy.
He's getting his bread up.
Yeah.
breaded, but
He's probably dead, dude. You guys see the
hello?
documentary series telemarketers?
No.
Dude, that's another one you got to watch.
Netflix or HBO?
HBO.
So it's probably not as dark.
No, but it's kind of it's really crazy. It's actually a little more lighthearted, but it's
It's fun.
kind of nuts.
Like Netflix, if they got a documentary, it's about like preachers fucking kids and shit. Like,
Yeah.
and it'll go into so much detail
Yeah.
that I'm like, why am I doing this?
Dude, see that I can't get enough of that stuff. The more
So-
upsetting the documentary, the better it is.
Have you seen that one? Like the Catholic Church shit
Of
in
course I
Baltimore?
have, dude.
So my mom, like my whole family grew up in, like did the Catholic Church thing in Baltimore. So it's crazy like to watch that next to my mom. And it'll be like this school, and my mom's like, let's get up and leave.
She's out.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And she'll be like, oh, my friends went to that school. I went to this school. And there's like different things in the different schools. And everybody knows about
They
it.
got their own scandals.
And when you're like a little kid, like you don't know the depth of that shit. And your mom's like, put your socks on. I'm like, no. And she's like, when I was a little kid, if I didn't put my socks on, the nuns would have done. And you're like, and you think that you hear the stories on TV, like if the nuns would hit us with the ruler. Nah, it's like they would have like killed me and had sex with my dead body. Like they like, it's like the Netflix version of that shit.
You want
It's
to hear
fucked
something
up.
really crazy? Even when I don't remember anything. I have a very weird specific memory of being at a church that was, this isn't me getting molested story. Just so you guys don't think that's where it's
Oh,
going.
damn.
But it is
Darn it.
it is weird and kind of scary. So I was at this church. I don't remember going to like, my parents didn't go to church there. I know the exact church that it is. I was there for some reason with other kids. And I remember one kid getting in trouble for breaking like a bird statue on someone's desk or something. And we could hear the teacher. I don't remember why I was at this place, but I remember someone of authority beating that kid's ass in the next room. Like you could just hear him just getting his ass whooped.
Was he acting up to break the bird, or like he just like knocked the bird over?
I don't know the specifics. I don't know if any of them are really fit. The punishment fits the crime.
Yeah.
But why? I don't remember why I was even there.
Just like a Catholic school. Is what you said? I'm
I
sorry.
didn't go to it was like it was at a church.
And it's like a school thing though. Like it was like a class at the church.
I guess it had to have been because there was other kids there.
I had a moment where I was like, I really wanted to go to church, and I was asking my mom, like, can I go to the Catholic church? And again, you got to think of my mom's.
Yeah.
She was like, why would you say that? And she was like upset. Like, you don't have to do. I'm not making you.
She
do
was
that.
probably worried you were a nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not gonna get any chicks, man.
My mom was like certain that I was gay. I think all my friends, if you're like punk, like you're like in the hardcore and punk, and you're
Yeah.
like of our
Yeah.
era, you were gay, and it's like everything you did. It's like my friends were like out like selling fake drugs and like jumping people, like acting wild.
Yeah.
We were like getting high and getting really drunk, and like my one homie would get alcohol poisoning like once a week, and we like would have to call an ambulance because we die.
That is pretty gay.
Yeah.
He like kept getting catheters, but we're like kids.
Yeah.
And that was like his thing. He'd be like, please don't call. I'm gonna get a catheter. And we'd be like, bro, we gotta call an ambulance. They're like dying, you know. And like next week, you'd like see him like after the weekend at school, and you'd be like, yo, what's good? And he'd be like, got a fucking catheter. Dog.
Penis
Like,
is all stretched out thanks to you guys.
Penis just like a straw. It's like hollow penis.
He's swinging around really fast. It whistles.
Like, yo, the police in my neighborhood growing up, I remember they knew my name because they would like they were like dealing with my family so much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So they were like, oh, there's Justice. What are you doing, Justice? And I'd be like, I'm not allowed to talk to the police. But like, you know, you get in trouble and then the police would take you home. And none of that concerned my mom. Like it was like, I mean, granted, I don't think she realized like to the degree of how bad we were.
Yeah.
But it was, Ronnie's mom said you was in the bedroom a little bit long, and I know you're gay. And it's like, I'm like, nah, mom, we was doing drugs. It's cool. And she'd be like, all right, better not find out you kissing boys. You know, it's like, that was the fear, you know?
Dude, I think my mom and my dad still aren't sure if I'm gay or not.
There's definitely a moment in my parents' thought.
You don't, this married and all that shit, that doesn't mean
It's a
shit.
facade.
I
I'm not
mean,
fucking
dude, you
buying
know
it.
how many gay dudes I know have wives?
I know some gay
Yeah.
dudes that got wives, dude, for sure. And it's,
There's a dude that I went to high school with, and his adopted is a rough one. His adopted father was a minister. I never remember know the difference between a minister, a pastor.
You can be married as a
all us.
minister, I think.
Okay, maybe he was a minister because he was
and
definitely
a
married.
father and a deacon.
A deacon, you can be married.
Dude, deacon.
Deep,
That's
these nuts.
these nuts.
There's something there.
He damn, dude, these nuts really threw me.
I gotta piss. Is there like a
pisser?
format? Like I just go and
Just
you
go
guys
piss.
talk. You have us talk shit about me session.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm gonna go piss.
All right, pee it up.
I'm really gonna piss right after you, I'll bet. All right, what's the worst thing we can say about him to start?
All right, justice.
But yeah, his this friend that I had, his dad left. He got a divorce because he had a boyfriend.
Really? And he was in the church. Was he still in the church afterwards, though?
Yeah, he was actually like they lived right next to the church.
That's surprising that the church still accepted him.
And we
as a
always,
gay
it was
guy.
crazy because we were like, yo, your dad's so gay. Like, he was like flamboyantly gay. Like, talked very gay. Like, was very, called all of his male friends sweetheart.
Aw.
Really nice guy.
Nice guy.
But when we found out he was gay, we were like, that's really crazy. But we all knew that.
Made sense. That's tough, dude. That's like a double whammy. You're married and you're like part of the church. He was really trying to cover
Yeah, I
it
wonder
up.
if his flock abandoned him after that.
That's a tough one for them.
I don't know. Maybe they're a progressive church
Oh, like Lutherans or something? I think that's a progressive.
or Luther. I never know the difference.
All I know is I had to go, when I went to church as a child, it was like up, down, like you had to kneel, you had to stand, you had to yell, you had to freaking chant, you had to sing.
But
But then-
you probably went to Catholic church.
Yeah, I went to a gay reformed church.
Dude, yeah, what are they, bro? Deprogramming.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, now that's why I'm so straight. Oh, the bulls. There's something there. There's some up there. Oh, you got one. Nice.
He's trying to get bold,
You getting bulled up, dude.
dude. I might have to
Grab
pee
life by
too.
the horn.
Is it usually pretty cold in here when the heater's not on?
Yeah, it can get pretty cold in here. Not like insane cold. Just like if it's 30 degrees outside, right? It's gonna feel like your fingers will be a little nippy, right? If you don't have the little heater. But when that thing's kicking, I feel like it's like comfortable.
Where the fuck's he going now?
Now he's pissed. You guys should have. One should have sat down. One should have went through the legs.
Trust piss.
Yes.
You ever done one?
No, I don't trust anyone that much.
I'll do it today.
You a straight shooter?
I've done a lot of them. Yeah. Well, I
feel
wouldn't
like-
say that.
I feel like I would have to build it up to really get in there. You know, like squeeze, and so it shoots out. So there's no way that it's gonna like.
I got
slow
got a
stream.
big pee hole, dude.
You got a big pee
A lot
hole.
of catheters, you know. Kind of goes everywhere.
Yeah, my stream is straight, but my stoppage isn't what it used to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop. It
Stop
doesn't
it. Just keep
like it
going
doesn't
with it.
clamp. Like you're peeing you done peeing, right? You think you're done peeing, you put it away, and then it just spits back out. You're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm done pissing. What the hell? Yeah.
Especially when I'm wearing like sweatpants or something.
Exactly. Sweatpants will kill you if you're.
I think I've reached a point in my life where it's like I'm just okay with a little pee in the pants. Like it doesn't bother me. I used to be like, it's pissed, it's really bad. It's like, who fucking cares, dude? Like, so I just put it away and let it do its thing, and then I got a little pee in the pants for a little afterwards.
I'm okay up to a point, but then if it just like if I can feel it on my skin, on my leg, I'm like, this sucks. Dude. I gotta change.
It's mine.
It's
You know, I've done worse things. You know, it's like
yeah, it's true.
We're talking about peeing.
I'm not saying I do this. 'Cause I'm not putting myself on blast, but it's
don't do
like
that.
there's people in the world. Most people, most men really like eating ass. It's like where poop comes out of. It's like, you think I give a shit if a little of my pee pee gets on my leg? Sterile, you know what I mean? It's like you can get fucking sick eating ass.
Yeah,
you know?
shit's not good.
Nobody's ever gotten sick from a little pee pee on their
You're not
draws.
getting pink eye from pee pee.
You know, someone criticized me on our episode the other day because I got up in the middle and peed, and I came back and they said he definitely didn't wash his hands.
Fuck, I
never wash my hands.
dude.
I didn't wash my hands. I'm here to say I'm here to address it publicly in case anyone watches this episode and they're like, I suspect he didn't wash his hands. Of course I didn't wash my hands.
You can't be slowed down with that.
I got criticized on the internet the other day, and I thought
For not washing your hands?
It reminds me of that. No, it's very similar. We played FYA, and I'm like really greasy, and I've been having a rough day. I'm on a cane, got like doing my thing.
Oh, like at FYA?
Yeah, and I'm
I
wearing.
thought you meant like in general.
Yeah.
I was like, I never think of you as like a greasy guy.
Oh no, I was just really greasy. I'm on stage playing.
Well, yeah, you played a show.
Somebody else criticized me for being greasy. Somebody sent me a Reddit link where somebody said that they wanted to give me a bath, and I thought it was like you read that, and I'm like, oh, that's like somebody's like sexually attracted to me.
Sweet.
And then somebody clarified, like, what does that mean? And they said, he's just so fucking greasy all the time. I want to give him a bath. And I was like, well, I'm not a greasy guy. I'm a person who plays music in a live setting, and that's the only place you see me. But maybe I am a little greasy because it's a recurring theme.
I don't think you're.
So I think this might be on Reddit too. Again, somebody send me a screenshot of this, but it's like a picture of me playing at FYA, and somebody said, "This is the look of a man who's never done a dish in his life." And they're right. When I see the image, I'm like, I know, I get it. I know what you're saying.
Dude, I hate washing a dish, bro.
I mean,
But I actually do. I love doing dishes. It's like a therapeutic thing that I'm into. I don't do the dishwasher. I'm like, I'm gonna crack some dishes open and just turn my brain off and do dishes for a couple minutes. And it's like a stress relief thing. I like doing dishes.
I take too long to do the dishes. Water bills through the roof if I do the dishes.
yeah, I throw them
What
right
do you
in the
do? You
dishwasher.
just sit there and
I'm just
talk?
thorough.
play
Top.
with them, play with the water.
He turns the water. He's like, "Hey, yo, Joey." Did you ever?
Yeah, pretty much. No, I'm just too thorough. I scrub them really hard, and I feel like I have to have them. Yeah, I'm just really thorough with them.
Does Joey handle the dishes?
We got a dishwasher.
Nice.
And her name's Joey.
No.
You put the dishes in the dishwasher.
Oh, dude, I'm a dishwasher.
I know she can't answer right now, but she can comment on this later.
No,
She'll tell us the truth if you're lying.
I dishwasher.
All right,
I put
respect.
the stuff in the dishwasher.
That's what I
Empty it.
Can I just say, I don't drink Red Bull normally, and I don't want people to think that I'm already like the fucking grease ball who needs a bath and like doesn't plays
You're
Fortnite
joining
all
me.
day
You're
long.
joining me with the Red Bull. We both got Red Bulls.
Yeah.
on.
Don't do
Yeah.
dishes.
Justice came in. He's like, "You guys got any Mountain Dew Gamer Fuel?"
And then
That's like what this dude drinks.
and then he saw the
Gamer
dishes in
Fuel,
the sink,
Red
and he was
Bull.
like, "Ugh,
Yeah.
I don't want to do those."
There's something about traveling. Like when I'm home, I eat so well, and then as soon as I get out the door, like I have to drive. It's like I think it's a stress relief thing. I'm like, and we did it on the way here. Like me and Jake were like the first gas station I saw. I'm like, let's get some fucking junk, dude.
Oh, it's the best.
Eating like what's the Welch's grapefruit chewies? It's just candy.
Yeah.
it's not fucking fruit. It's poison, dude. It's fucking trash. But I'm like, I gotta get that shit in me. And now I've got a
what is
Red
that?
Bull, and I'm like, I'm traveling. I have to have some really bad things for me.
You think 3 Diet Cokes a day is bad for you?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Positively. You know what's bad for you? Drinking something that's not water. That's just true. Like,
But what if you're drinking a lot of water too?
I mean,
Dilute
I'm not
it.
saying it's the end of the world. It's not like you're gonna die tomorrow from it. But honestly, 3 Diet Cokes a day. There's a lot of bullshit in Diet Coke, man. Like I wouldn't. If you were like, I do drink Diet Coke. I'm not saying I don't do that, but like I try to set a rule where I'm like, okay, I do a Diet Coke, and then a couple days later I'll let myself have a regular Coke. So I'm switching up the evil ingredients, and I try to like space it out a little bit. The things I put in my body that are bad.
Oh, see, I never drink a regular
Yeah.
a regular Coke. So
Yeah.
I'm usually a diet head.
But it's just bad for you in a different way. Diet Coke has, I believe, aspartame in it. So now you're going, okay, we've done aspartame. Let's do another bad ingredient, which is just a lot of sugar in Coke. And then there's like Coke Zero, where it's like instead of aspartame, it's something else. And
Really?
So like, I try to space my Cokes out, and I try to diversify the
You're
bullshit
fine.
I put in my body.
dude, no one can give me a definitive answer why it's bad.
Yeah.
What
What's
aspartame?
what's aspartame going to do to me?
Cancer.
That's
a lie.
That's unfounded.
There's just
Yeah.
studies that show aspartame consistent with people.
dude. You know who
And
has
they say you
cancer?
can't. They say you can't smoke cigs and get
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, it's like there's fools who do fucking crazy shit. I like the woman who's like, there's like a video, Dr. Pepper's.
Oh yeah, not
like
Bob Wilson.
She's like 107 or
Yeah,
something. He loves Dr. Pepper's too.
Yeah, he loves
Oh, yeah.
Dr Pepper.
Yo, Dr. Pepper. I don't love too many flavors.
One time,
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
now thinking back to the story, I don't know how true it was. But what happened was a pallet of Dr. Pepper ended up in Bob Wilson's basement, and I felt like that was like God's heaven sent to him.
Oh
Like,
wow!
Yeah, he probably almost OD'd at that point.
I saw
can't
the
speak for him,
the
but
clip of you guys with Bob Wilson, and it got me juiced up. I want to watch that episode. I'm like a big Bob Wilson fan.
oh yeah, huge Bob. Stan.
But I bet it's a good time. I'm sure it's a good time. Bob Wilson had a dog that peed on me one time.
Oh, Kane.
Yeah.
yeah, that dog was a menace.
He was like a puppy.
Cute dog though.
And you know, like my thing is like I've just like been raised with dogs, and I see myself as like a dog whisperer, you know,
yeah.
which you know, again, it's how I see myself. I'm not saying I am. And he had this bad puppy, and I was like, I feel like you were there. I feel like you came by that day. Actually, I feel like it was like early in me meeting Taylor. You like stopped by the house, or maybe we saw you out somewhere.
Maybe.
But I was like doing a Philly day, and I crashed at Bob's house, and Kane's acting up, and I was like, "Hey, sit. I'm the boss. You're gonna listen to me." And he didn't sit. He didn't do anything that I said. And I like laid down. Bob was like, "You can lay down here. Here's a blanket." I'm on the couch, you know. And the second I laid down, Kane jumped up on the couch and pissed on my head. Kane was like, "You ain't shit. Like you sit, boy." like you know, like it was
he showed
incredible.
you who's boss. Oh, dude, that'd be so upsetting.
That's my fifth Diet Coke today. It's not actually.
Add a sixth to there.
But yo, I don't know. I just think it's not bad.
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. I'm not criticizing you.
I know. The thing is, I know it's bad, and that's why I ask of everybody if it's bad. But
But here's the thing. It's like at the end of the day,
How
it's like
bad?
what's good for you, what's bad for you. People have all these ideas about what's good, and people are always bending the ideas to sell something, and people want to justify something they're doing. So I like that you acknowledge that it's bad because you know what you're doing. You're making a choice to do something that's not great for you. Is it the worst thing? You could be smoking crack. You could be doing
That would be
a lot
bad.
of worse things.
smoking crack's got to be awesome.
There's a reason people fuck up their lives over it.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried crack when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was crack at the time, but
Doesn't it smell like cat litter or something?
you know, honestly, it's been a while since I've smelled crack, so I honestly couldn't say.
Burning
Burn-
pennies.
yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
that doesn't sound
accurate.
appetizing at all.
But I sampled
Yeah.
a little, sampled crack in my childhood, not knowing what it
Yeah,
was. We called it because Dr. Dre's The Chronic came out, and that was cool. It was like celebrated. So when somebody like the cool kids like, "What's up? You want to smoke some chronic?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "It's this little white rock. You cook it up in the." And it's like you're like, "All right, cool," you know. And you and your
Dude, I
friends
might
are
start
like
giving
wrestling
crack to
outside.
kids.
Like you guys like go behind the
great.
Royal Farm store. You know, you guys know Royal Farms,
Dude, you guys
Yeah,
got
yeah,
Royal Farms?
Royal
we
Farms.
we just got those.
Yeah, they just made their way up here.
See, that's like just Baltimore ass shit. The farm store. So like we all refer to like in
We
New
had
York it's the
Cumbies.
bodega, and these guys got the corner store, and we have the farm store.
the farms.
So you go to other cities and you're like, "Yo, what's up? Where your farm store at?" And fools are like, "The fuck weird southern ass shit you talking about, bro? Like that's we don't do the farm store." And but we have real farms. And you would when you're a kid, you smoke crack and go wrestle your homies behind the farm store shirtless. Go to school itchy because you got grass all over you, and you got school pictures, and you're sweaty, and you're like, eyes are kind of crazy because you just smoked the rock.
Smoking crack make you better or worse at wrestling?
Phenomenal.
In real life or in your own mind?
Crack addiction will make you, you know, maybe not a great wrestler, but just hit the rock, hit the pookie one time, and take off on the homie. You're gonna body slam and feel no pain. It's gonna be awesome.
That That is true. I guess no matter what you win.
It's not awesome. I shouldn't
Life
say that. It's
hack.
terrible. Yeah.
What you were saying about making like all the decisions and it's bad. I have so many things and I'm like, man, this is bad for me, but what am I going to do? Stop?
It's awful.
Diet Coke. I smoke countless blunts a day. I've been sitting here for the past hour thinking like, man, I can't wait till I'm done this.
I've been thinking the whole drive here. I was thinking about how many blunts you would have, like great blunts you're gonna have rolled for us, ready to go. And I've literally was thinking to myself like, man, I can't wait till we're done. And I can smoke a blunt and we chill and we eat something. And then, not that I can't wait till we're done. I like doing this.
Yeah, I'm having a great time.
But can't wait for it. You have a blunt, don't
The
you?
post
Yeah, I have 3 of them in my jacket.
pod blunt.
I'm not exaggerating. I can't believe you only have 3 on you right now.
I knew that I wouldn't be away from home for too long. Otherwise, I would have more. If I thought I was going to be out all day long, I would literally have like between 6 and 8 of them.
Well, you were playing with Angel Dust for a little while. I don't think we've ever even talked about that in context of publicly.
What? Planet AD?
Mm-hmm. You ever talked about that?
Not really, but it's
mean,
funny
like
because
publicly?
sometimes I don't think so, but sometimes I get tagged in pictures of you guys playing, which is really funny.
You made it on the Wikipedia page. I saw.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm on the wiki.
You're on the wiki page.
It was a great era. It was cool, really cool playing with Taylor.
Dab.
But one thing I really liked is that it was like a theme. Like every single day you play with Taylor. Like Taylor's, he does his thing. He has does music. He does his thing. He's got his day, and there's like this quiet time that Taylor has, and it's. I'm sure you're thinking, but it's like the blunt rolling plot process. And for me, it's like the amount of time that I'd take to roll a blunt would probably be 20 minutes. So 20 minutes, Taylor's in here rolling a blunt, but then he comes out with like 27 blunts rolled, like perfect. They look like they were like made in a factory. And then in the morning, like you're about to leave, Taylor would come to us and be like, "All right, here's your blunts for today." He would give us all like it'd be like 2 blunts for each person. And for him, he was like, that was just like a little gift. That's like, oh yeah, that's what you would do for breakfast, smoke 2 blunts. But you don't realize the 2 blunts would last me like 2 weeks, maybe a month. So I always have blunts like saved up at the end of the tour, and I'd be like, I don't know what to do with these.
Yeah, it's a problem to be honest. But I don't know how to. It's a thing that I know is a problem, but I don't want to stop doing it.
I mean, what makes it a problem? I mean, here's the thing: is I smoke pot. Smoking, you see those like they'll do them on Instagram and like TikTok. They'll do videos where they show you like healthy lungs and
Oh
and
yeah,
bad
they've been
lungs.
popping up on mine.
Oh, makes me want to just do something I'm not going to do and stop smoking pot.
Yeah, but what's the point of living?
But
You're not
that's
gonna have a little fun.
I feel like that's for people that smoke like a pack of cigarettes a day.
Yeah, I smoke
But-
literally like a joint or a blunt like in a 2-week period, basically.
You're good.
See, that's
I like light it and I hit it and I'm like, I feel good. Cool.
We used to have a doctor that used to listen to the pod, and we would just say, "No, he probably thinks it's okay."
I would love to have a doctor on the pod that can just be. Can just be like, "How bad is this for me?" And they're like, "That's really bad." How bad is this for me? That's really bad.
I'm gonna go ahead and say something controversial. I don't think they know. I think like
They guess.
I want to say something real crazy. And there's a lot of doctors who went to school for a long time. They're gonna hate me for saying this. Like the business, like when you go to school to become a doctor, and again, there's like different. Well, not again because I didn't say it. There's obviously people who go to school for different health fields and like different particular things. And, but doctors go to school to prescribe medicine, and that's really it. It's like, oh, you feel like this? This is what it is. And here's the thing: is they have to learn a lot of stuff. They learn about the human anatomy. Like my partner is a dental hygienist. She had to learn about your heart and all this stuff. When you do any kind of medical work, they make you learn a lot. But they're not learning about like what exactly happens to your body when you drink Diet Coke and shit like that. They'll talk about it like they do because they're a doctor.
Yeah.
It's crazy how much I've gone to doctors and been like, I just got misdiagnosed on tour when they said I had scabies. And then I get home and it turns out I had shingles. So they gave me ivermectin to cure the scabies. Like literally like a terribly hepatotoxic drug they gave me.
Isn't scabies like a bug?
Yeah.
You've taken the ivermectin,
I took the ivermectin.
and
dude.
you never got COVID, cuz I'm just saying.
So
So what form is it coming
here's
in?
what's
Like a
fucked up.
suppository or?
Yeah.
just like
Is it baked?
pill? No,
It's a horse pill, no?
No. So the misconception is this. It's,
Okay.
It's a pill that it's like kills parasites. And
gotcha.
In the context of a horse, they use like a gel to do it. So like you could put on food or stick it in their gums or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was easy to access the horse version because you can get it at like a pet store or something.
Okay.
And it's exactly the same thing as the version they would give you at the doctor. So you didn't need a prescription, and doctors were never supposed to be. I don't know if they legally could in the United States, but prescribing ivermectin for COVID wasn't a thing. You weren't allowed to do it. The rest of the world, you can do it, and they say it works.
And you have scabies.
So I didn't have scabies.
Yeah, you didn't have it. Would have cleared it.
We thought we had scabies. They gave me ivermectin. And for the next 2 weeks, my body breaks out in blisters. I got blisters all over my body. And, like after it goes, I just had to suffer through it. It sucked ass. I was like on tour with a broken foot and shingles and blisters over my body. And like,
dude.
And I'm on ivermectin and I just like feel awful.
Damn, dude, you're probably on stage looking like fucking Quasimodo.
Yeah, no
dude.
wonder they said you looked sweaty. You were about to die.
You look like the
suffering.
spleen from Mystery Men.
Yeah. I don't know Spleen from Mystery Men, but that sounds
dude, you
like
would
what I
like
look
that
like.
movie.
That name, I look like a guy named Spleen.
It's literally
Spleens a good name.
Paul Rubin, the Pee Wee Herman that plays the character.
Was this on the past tour you just did?
Yeah.
I don't know how you came out the other side.
But then I get home and it's like, 'cause I got scars from it, from what I thought was scabies.
Whoa.
And it never itched. Like scabies are itchy, you know? I've had scabies before. I'm not bluffing. Like I know this shit.
Yeah.
But it was so much different than scabies. And then I'm getting blisters all over my body and I have scars and shit. I'm like looking up scabies scars and everything's being like, you don't get scars from scabies. And then I read that the most common misdiagnosed for scabies is shingles.
That makes sense.
Shingles only attacks one side of your body and it's blisters.
I heard it's painful.
It's really painful.
Yeah.
It was like the agony, dude. Like all day, but I like didn't want to. I already had a broken foot. I was already receiving so much attention for being a piece of shit and like falling apart. And it's kind of embarrassing to be like just falling apart and like everybody needs to take care of you. So people are already being like, "Hey, I got you coffee. I know you can't walk to the thing." And I'm like, I got way. I'm not fucking the broken foot. I have fucking shingles. Like I have blisters on my crotch. Like I have like groin blisters. I have like scars there now. It's like fucked.
Oh.
But it's like a doctor just looked at me and was like, yeah, scabies. Do some ivermectin. It's like, fuck you. Like, why didn't you do a test? Like, why didn't you do this? You're a doctor.
You should know.
And you don't fucking know. And then I since have talked to some people in the medical field. And I have friends that are in that field. That's why, it's like a doctor is like anything. People get into it for the right reasons. And there's some people who just don't care about their job. And there's people who take liberties of talking about shit that they don't know because they have the word doctor in their name. And they're like, well, I know everything. I'm Dr. Justice. So obviously I know. It's like, nah, you're a dude that fucking studied medicine. And that's cool. And so like that is impressive. But
have you ever rocked out on stage?
You ever fucking
yeah.
smoke
What if I was
crack
a
in fourth
doctor?
grade?
Did you ever play a sold out gig?
What if I was a doctor? Wouldn't that be crazy?
I would go to you because you're a straight shooter, you know?
I mean, like, listen, I don't really know, but it
Yeah,
makes me
exactly.
feel really good. One of these.
Yeah. That's the thing with a lot of stuff is we don't know. And as a doctor, you're not allowed to not know. You gotta be really confident.
Well, I'm
Oh,
about to
that's-
beat my doctor's ass because every time I run out of my medication, I can't get it refilled, and it takes like days.
What's your medication?
I have to take a couple of them, and they run out, and you're not supposed to not take them. You're not supposed to
you can't do
miss. What do you call it? Like you're not supposed to like skip days on it.
Yeah.
Just
So I
like
can
leg
start
day.
to hear my.
You're on birth control.
Yes.
I'm on. It's my IUD. When my IUD falls out, my doctor won't get back to me about putting it back in. How do those work?
That-
Those just
I was gonna
lodge
say-
in place?
That shit's crazy.
It's
Something with like they're metal or aluminum.
I don't know. They're scary. I would be afraid it would poke my penis when I.
So you're saying you're not supposed to feel them, right?
I don't know, man. But I feel like everyone says they do.
I felt them, you know?
They pringly?
I have a friend that was just like a person in my life in the past that it came out. Like it came out.
Was it
That's
covered in
fucked.
blood? Did it have teeth and shit?
I didn't see it. It wasn't they took it. They didn't
It's
come
like a
out and
Y. It's like shaped like a Y, right? Like that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's how I've always, as my limited knowledge, my boy knowledge on it. But I don't think it's anything crazy. I just think there's some sort of, like, it just reacts to it and it keeps you from getting pregnant. It's fucking nuts, dude. I was thinking also about, along the lines of this, is when we first started the pod, when we had a guest on, we were always going to ask them how's their thing. I don't know how many guests we actually asked.
How's their
I don't think
thing?
any of them.
Yeah.
What thing?
How's your thing?
Like my thing in life or like my privates?
Your penis.
Your penis.
It's cool.
Okay.
Well, we like that. That's a good answer.
I feel like it's like kind of been the same thing my entire life. I zipped it in my pants one time. That's the first thing I thought of, to be honest, when you mentioned it. I zipped in my pants one time, and I have a. It's not like you wouldn't see it, and you wouldn't even notice it. But I notice it, and I'm very aware.
Little
But I have
scar, a little nick.
I got a scar.
It's character.
Dude,
it's
that
character.
thing's seen some shit, dude. It had shingles. It's got scars from the zipper. It's
seen some
fucked
shit.
up, dude.
I like something about Mary Styles. Zip that shit up. Dude.
Oh,
Not the
I would've-
beans, just the Frank though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would have passed out.
you ever watch Love on the Spectrum? New season just came out.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to watch
I
it.
haven't watched it.
I would really like to see that.
There's a
show.
character on that show that's the same guy as her brother in that movie. Frankenbeans. Same guy.
Oh, I bet I hope he's killing it, dude. I think that shit's cool. I like that. It's a fun show.
It's a great show. It's endearing.
I can't believe it's a real show.
Yeah, just a
I
couple
love it.
Australians got together and made a show.
You know what I like? Have you guys seen? You'll probably know the name of it. It's like a show that's, I'm sure it's filmed in England, and it's very British. But it's like the naked attraction.
Oh, I haven't
Like
watched that.
you see
have,
the
though.
naked bodies before you see the face.
It's like
or talk to the
three
person.
phases.
Yeah.
You didn't watch it with us?
No, I didn't watch it.
So just to feel, you might know it, but in case somebody doesn't know, it's
Yeah.
there's like a screen and it comes up and you immediately see like if it's like I feel like it's always a lineup of men. It's never like hot shit.
They're
It's just,
usually
like,
hanging
it's like-
down.
and it's just fucked up, like the ugliest dicks I've ever seen. I've never seen one dick when I'm like,
Yeah.
that's like a normal dick. It's like there's the ugliest dicks. And they always vote off the biggest dick right away. It's like there'll be like one
Yeah.
big ass dick, and they'll be like, "Oh, I couldn't."
That'd be first out, you know?
I'm like, "Damn, that's the first to go." Like, I think men have it wrong, thinking that people are
Yeah.
interested in a big ass dick. It's just it seems like a curse.
That's probably a British women thing.
Yeah,
Oh, too big.
Yeah.
Crikey or whatever.
but then this keeps going up, and eventually it reveals. And like each round, you gotta eliminate. So now you eliminate this guy because of his penis, and then you eliminate when you see his like stomach and his torso, his pecs or lack thereof, shoulders. All right, I like this guy. I like this guy, and it's pretty savage. And it'll ask you, they'll be like, "Why don't you like this penis?"
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Oh, it's a bit small, isn't it?" And then they can't just like stop it there. The host loves this shit. They're like small. Like, I don't think it's too small. Have you had small? And she'd be like, absolutely not. I would never have had smaller than that penis. It's the ugliest, smallest penis I've ever seen. And it's like, just keep digging in. And then the guys to come out, and then he's humiliated, obviously. And he hugs this girl that he wants to beat the shit out of. You know, it's like, and he's like, thanks. They always hug. They're naked and they're hugging. And they hug and he leaves. And then they interview him about it after. It's like, why? Like, just give him. I think there should be a rule. If the penis
Yeah.
is small and that's the reason he goes, just let him go, dude.
Let the
like,
poor
don't
man
fucking-
leave.
And they're like, so what do you think? And he'd be like, oh, and they're always so pleasant. They're like, oh, I think she was beautiful. It's just too bad. And they'd be like, but the problem was your small penis, huh? You know, like, it's like, keep driving it in. It sucks. Dude.
Yeah, it's not big, huh?
Be like, yeah, I guess it's what God gave me. Put their head down and like march off.
Like, what do you win anything, or it's just like you win a date?
You win like
You go on a date. I think they filmed the date afterwards.
You get like a jet ski or something? Because I don't think I would
if I'm
participate in
if
the
I'm
show.
mistaken, I think they pick. Is it top two and then they go on the date, or
no,
they
it's just the one.
Is it just the one? I think they filmed the date afterwards.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but yeah, you don't win. You don't win any cash prize. You just win a date with a girl.
you might get the fucking
Some
girl.
frumpy British person
Yeah, right.
as a date. That's what you win.
So is it ever reversed where there's
Yeah,
But it's less common though.
it's more fun to see the dick.
It is
honestly.
more fun to
You're
see.
just like,
Yeah.
oh, cool.
But
how many have any of them been like fucked up? Like half of it's missing.
That would be cool. One ball, just a sackless ball, or
Or it's
a
like a
ball
really-
with sack.
there's weird things for sure. Just things that you're like, I didn't know that's what that did. Like I didn't know that part of a man could look like that. You know?
How do you feel about?
things.
Have you seen the video of the guy that jumped in the water at the Bass Pro Shop?
You've seen it.
No.
This is like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, he's naked and he's got the little dick and it's in the. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got like no dick.
where
Was
did
he like mentally ill?
he had to have been.
There has to be some kind of parallel between that penis size and mental illness.
Because I didn't even see
I mean,
it.
dude.
I zoomed in too. I couldn't see dick.
That's a mean thing. I shouldn't say that. That shouldn't. I don't think mental illness should imply a small penis or vice versa. But I just feel like there is there really has to be like
You're-
penis envy, like that concept. You know what I mean? Like there's Like I know psychos in the world that have small penises. There's like a thing there. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah,
guaranteed.
yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like
You drive a big truck, you got a small dick.
I think it's
Napoleon
like
of the penis.
how most
Napoleon complex.
actors are short.
Tom Cruise.
How tall is Brad Pitt? Do you think he's pretty short?
Dude, we've talked
looked
about
it
this
up,
before.
yeah.
You think what size do you think Brad Pitt's wiener is?
huge.
Jake said the same thing. I think it's on
He's
the
got a
lower
hog.
side of average.
He's got a hog. He's blessed, dude. Just a blessed
He's
guy.
perfect. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine.
It would get
I
out.
don't think it's bad. I think it's probably looks really good. It probably smells great, but
It might be more average. Because if it was huge, I think the word would get out like, Brad's got a big, huge
That's
hog.
the thing. Everybody knows John Hamm has like a cracker, like a real fucking.
John Hamm's got a crazy rep. He's like
Dog.
kick it in LA, like at the bars that I'd be at.
Really?
And everybody is aware of
Did you ever meet him?
John Hamm. I've seen him around.
Who's the craziest celebrity
swinging
you've
his big
seen?
ass dick around.
Is John Hamm the one of the craziest you've seen around?
No,
'Cause
I
you
mean,
lived in
like-
LA for a minute, right?
This isn't like name dropping. Like
No,
I'm
yeah.
cool.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no,
this
I
is
just like you saw
I
them.
lived in the neighborhoods.
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
see
yeah.
fools. You would see Nathan Fielder a lot, but that's not the fool you talk to.
I've seen him before. I've sat next to him at a movie before.
That fool's gonna fucking hook you up. Like I'm gonna go ask him for an autograph, and
Yeah.
the fool's gonna like. He will embarrass you. Don't even try, dude. You see him and you're just like, I respect the power you wield. You know, what's that one guy's name? Elijah Wood. He was cool because I feel like some people, they're at that level. It's like they're very non-accessible.
Yeah.
And Elijah Wood's like the nice guy you'd see pushing his baby around. He'd always like engage and be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Specifically, one time we were at a little spot. And it was like me and just like gang fools.
Yeah.
I think like Mexi Mike was there, I'm pretty sure. And just, you know what Mexi Mike looks like to anybody who doesn't know. He sings in Section 8. He's like a tattooed face, scary man, you know?
Like Frodo Baggins
gold
comes
teeth.
Yeah.
rolling up with his stroller.
Furrow bag. It was like just, honestly, I remember thinking, I was like, this is the gooniest squad I've ever had at this spot. 'Cause it's like a nice little corner spot we eat at sometimes. I'm like, we really brought the goons out today. This shit looks ill. I look cool as shit right now. Like my neighbors know not to fuck with me right now, you know? And Elijah would put up his baby. He's like, "Hey fellas, what's up?" And I was like, dude, how cool is it that he, like there's so many people that would just not be too afraid to say what's up. But Elijah Wood's down.
He
like,
fought orcs,
gang.
bro.
Yeah. He's seen some shit in his day.
He's small too. He's a small guy.
Oh, he's a
it's
little
surprising.
fella.
Yeah, him, Daniel Radcliffe, all those early aughts guys.
But he's got respect. He's got the respect from the goons. So
That's ill. Hey, I love Lord of the Rings. One of my favorite trilogy. Is my favorite trilogy.
it's fucking awesome.
It's amazing. We just put it on sometimes. Just watch.
I
Also,
really like The Good Son.
Oh man, that's a movie. Dude.
I like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, is it Elijah Wood in that?
Yeah.
Is he?
He's
I haven't
he's
seen
a
it
small
all.
role in that. He's one of the two guys that come and like set up the
the-
shit and like zap your mind.
Yeah.
But he's like I said, the small role in it. But
I saw Katie Seagal out one time.
of Steven?
Peggy Bundy.
Yeah, Peggy Bundy.
Oh yeah.
So the thing is, that's the first person I've ever pleasured myself to. It's like the first woman. Like when I was like a child, I was like in love with her. You know.
You just like roll up on her and you're just like, Miss Seagal, I've jerked off to you many a time.
Yeah.
First time ever.
I have a friend who's on the autism spectrum, and
Yeah,
like,
me too. Hundreds of them.
yeah, I have a lot of them. But this is like a friend who's like long time diagnosed because you have to be because your life is different, you know? And I told her about that before and she was like, "Is that who that woman is?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You should go tell her." I'm like, "No, I shouldn't. That's like a really bad idea." But
She'd
But
really
it'll probably
appreciate
make her
it.
day.
Yeah.
but that was important to me, man. Seeing her out in public, I was like, "Oh my God, bro. Like this is LA."
She does
you know?
exist.
Dude, if I saw Mrs. Doubtfire out there, I'd probably feel the same way.
Strong, independent woman.
I'm more of a Robin Williams guy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I love,
Miss Doubtfire's
I
not
would
doing it for me like that.
pull my pud to Robin Williams' hairy forearms.
Oh, just speaking of good movies, that's a great movie though.
Doubtfire. That was a good. He had a good stretch, man.
How
Peter Pan,
deep are we right now on this?
dude? It's deep.
Do you guys have a
Pretty deep.
time limit? I'll go all day. I don't give a shit.
No, we can wrap her
Well,
up.
we can wrap it up.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
I'm chilling, but just I don't ever want to be the guy that's overstayed my welcome.
No, I think the longest one we may have done with every movie is good. Possibly, I think we almost went 2 hours with
That
them.
makes sense. We can go.
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah. This is a
long
pretty
one.
long one. We're
Dude, we should FaceTime some every movie is good characters right now and just get them in on the mix. You know,
Dude,
They
I
would
hope
love
that
it.
are they going to be around soon?
they are, but I don't think you will be around.
are they playing here? Rock music?
Yes, they're on tour with. I think it's on that Jesus piece.
Oh,
Sang
yeah. Oh,
you
yeah.
see Gubuga.
Sang with
Yeah,
Sugabog.
thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Have you seen their beef on the internet?
Oh, with Ronnie.
What was that? Ronnie Radke? Yeah. It's so interesting. I would love to know, like, can that guy get down? Do you know what I'm
No.
saying?
He
Is there
went
any
to-
evidence of him getting down, like, on the internet?
He did go to jail, right, for a minute.
Everybody, Jake's been to jail. Jail is normal shit, bro. Like,
Doesn't that toughen you up a little bit, though? No.
I don't. I've wondered the same thing because I feel like there's nobody that is in that kind of band can throw a punch that hurts.
I have experienced a couple metalcore warriors that can get down.
They're crab corn over
Is that
to you.
band
and
metalcore?
Falling under. They're
Is
like
that what you call it? Dude, I don't know. I think it comes from metalcore, but I don't know what you would call it.
that's
now.
a good description because some of the songs are straight just like pop songs.
Yeah.
I met a girl and I really nothing like me. And,
Yeah.
like that's one of the melodies.
Is
Me
that
and,
actual song?
yeah. It's
He's a fan.
yeah, I'm a huge fan.
I'm gonna say now bang what sang with Sugabog. Like that.
yeah. Oh, I'm team.
I
them.
rock with them, and I actually do believe those dudes can get down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And there's 4 of them, so it's like,
They're
Four
supposed to-
verse one.
They're supposed to come on the show and then they bailed.
They
is
did
there
that.
5 of them? Did I mix that up?
I don't know. They never showed up.
Yeah.
I didn't see them.
I got all set up for them, and then they said, I can't make it. Got to pick up merch. I said, I get it.
Hey, that's kind of cool. It just kind of adds to the mystery. You know, let's get them on here and find out what's really going on with Ronnie.
I wasn't. If I recall correctly, I wasn't in the mood to do the podcast anyway. So
Yeah.
Next
I
time.
won't put the whole thing on them.
But yeah, I think every movie is good coming through, gags coming through. But I don't think they're playing Philadelphia, unfortunately, on that tour.
Oh.
Bummer.
Have you guys had Aaron on here before?
Yeah.
From Jesus Piece.
Yeah, I got his vape up there somewhere.
Yeah, he left his vape here.
Oh, so I wanted to link up with him today. I want to see if he wanted to go get food or something, but we should just call him.
Did you hit him up?
I hit him up, but I told him I was coming yesterday, and then I had to bail. I woke up not feeling well and didn't want to drive.
I don't blame you. I appreciate you driving up, though.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
If it was like around the corner, I would have walked, no problem.
That'd been
But
sick.
I'm like, I just shouldn't be operating a vehicle. The way I feel,
No, dude.
you know?
Well, hey, I appreciate you making the drive up and coming on and being on the little show, on the little podcast.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
for having me.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Do you-
Especially because Justice told me yesterday he has AIDS.
Congratulations. So not HIV.
Nope, full blown
You
AIDS.
None of those things.
you went right past there and moved to AIDS.
No, I just got a sick mind, dude.
Yeah.
That's why.
I was like, yo, you're like always sick or something. He was like, I got AIDS, bro.
He had shingles, so
I got
You got some stuff,
problems. I
yeah.
got problems for sure. You know what it is? It's stress, dude. And then like I think
You do
people
a
who
lot.
know me know that it's like I have a team. Like I have a great team of people
Yeah.
around me, but I'm like a psychopath, and it's like, oh, we need to do more. So I'll facilitate the jobs of 5-6 dudes. You know, like, it's like do so much to spread myself so thin, and
that's how you operate. I get it.
I was talking to a family member recently, and just kind of how we were raised, and like the way I think, like me and Jake's father, the way he was like if you do something, you commit all of yourself to it. You don't half-ass it. You don't drop the ball. You don't finish it
Yeah.
later. You commit to it. It's like, so if I start a project, it's like all of me, you know. And it's like I always have multiple projects going on, and just put myself through the ringer, and I don't pay attention to the symptoms of stress until I'm just like getting shingles, which I didn't know people can get before 90. You know, it's like,
Well, that's the way to do it because
Yeah.
I start anything, and the second I have to like figure something out or make a decision, I'm like, I think I'm gonna go do something else for a little bit.
Yeah, I'll play some Red Dead.
Pretty much. I'm like, I'm gonna go make a coffee, smoke a blunt, and play Red Dead. That's pretty much how my whole day goes.
you just described my perfect day, but instead of a blunt, I'm smoking a joint, and then instead of Red Dead, it's Fortnite. Instead of coffee, it's yerba mate.
Oh, those are nice.
Remember that you don't drink coffee.
I dabble. I like coffee, but it's like a sacred thing. It happens for moments.
Remember the first time I came to your apartment and you were like, "Oh yeah, you can just smoke in the kitchen," and I was like, I mean, it's not like smoking out of a bowl or anything. I smoke a blunt, so the tobacco will probably smell it more. You're like, "Nah, it'll be fine." And then
It was ripping. But we
it
were
was ripping.
smoking. That was different. Like usually, like when I say that, I'm like, I'm gonna hit it.
Yeah, and then Leah got home and texted you and asked you why it smelled like smoking.
And I like to joke that she gets really mad about it, but she doesn't. Like it's like a funny thing to scare my friends. Like, dude, she gets like they'll be smoking. I'll be like, dude, Leah freaks out, but she doesn't care. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think she was just surprised by it. You know, she was like,
Yeah, it's probably.
"The hell is that smell? I've never smelled that." It's like, or smoking grape Swisher blunts, and that's like that apartment was like the size of this set, like the whole apartment. It was a small little spot.
Yeah, it's cool. Down that back alley.
Yeah,
Pretty
I have like a microwave that has the fan in it now, and I just chill by the fan, blow it in there.
I just smoke in my bathroom.
Is that the rule? Like Joey's like,
She doesn't make me, so I smoke in my bathroom because it's too cold and windy outside.
yeah.
And like usually I don't smoke inside, but now I smoke in my bathroom.
When you
And
go in the
it's-
bathroom, can you smell it at any given point?
Yep. Yeah, I mean you can smell it, but everyone in my building smokes in their apartment.
Yeah.
Like you just go in the hallway and it just smells like weed all the time.
Whoa.
Progressive.
We're always getting emails that are like,
Somebody.
just a
must have-
reminder that these are non-smoking units.
Are you friends with your neighbors?
A couple of them I'm friendly with.
Yeah.
One guy, I was smoking outside and he rolled up with his own blunt and was like, we were like switching them off and he was just talking to me about all kinds of shit. I didn't really like it. He was kind of like big broing me a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't really know you, man. I have another neighbor, my gay neighbor, Nico. He moved from the first floor to the 5th floor recently. So he's just like, I haven't seen him in a while. He's kind of,
What do you think the switch comes from? He's trying to get away from you?
Actually, when we moved in, he filled me in on the whole shit. He's been trying to move to the 5th floor for years. He's like lived there forever. And he's like, I always tell him when a 5th floor unit opens up, like I'm first on the list.
That's the top floor.
Yeah.
Oh, he wants to be up there.
It looks like it would be nice to be up there.
No one's above you.
You know something I never thought about, but people really do think a lot about is in an apartment, the first floor are the people who can get B&Es. You know what I'm saying? The people who can like break in,
Yeah.
That's
break
us.
in your house. And I never would have considered that, but I got like a first floor apartment, and every girl I know was like, "Oh my God, what are you gonna do if?" And I was like, "Kill the person."
Yeah.
that you want." Like, but I guess it's like if you're a woman who lives alone, your brain just thinks about. I think about that stuff too, but
Yeah.
it's
Well, that's you got to rig it up with a booby trap. So when then they
Like Home Alone.
like in
Yeah.
Home Alone, they stick their head through the window and it lights their fucking top of their head on fire.
chops their head off, dude.
All right.
Damn. Yeah. AD got a busy year next year. You guys are gonna take a little break.
Yeah,
You
no.
guys see a bunch of stuff.
Got
I don't
a
know.
bunch of
If
stuff. Like this
anything
month
on the
was-
map?
This month was a bit of a break, and February is a bit of a break, and then we have stuff in March. Got some shows and recording stuff and studio stuff. And,
Sick. Cold Mega.
yeah, I have a bunch of stuff I've been working on, and then I've been like playing live with the team, and it's cool because like until this point it's been just me, and that's been the focus, like what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And there's gonna be an element of that still, and the team's on board, but I want more of like the live band on the recording. So
Yeah.
working on a record, and we're trying to like, now that I'm home from tour, it's gonna be like a little
Yeah.
bit of time. That's
That'd be exciting.
my late January, February. It's just kind of like writing with those guys and having fun,
Sick.
Working on some other stuff, working on records with other bands and like kind of production stuff, production roles.
Sick, dude.
Playing Fortnite.
Playing Fortnite, doing the label stuff. You don't sleep, bro.
You ever have the day where you play Red Dead Redemption? I'm saying it right?
Yeah, RD2.
Play that shit all day, and then you look at your emails and you're like, I was supposed to do all that today. Had a couple of those days.
That's every day. Usually I'm like, should have done that.
Sort of.
I'll do it tomorrow.
I definitely put things off, but I can't play Red Dead all day anymore. I've played the game
Yeah,
200 times.
Why aren't you? Can we just talk about real quick? I know we're trying to wrap it up. Why aren't you on Fortnite? What you got against Fortnite?
I don't like games like that.
Like what?
Battle
What you mean?
Royale.
I don't like battle royale. Like if I'm killed and I'm just like out, I don't like that.
Then you just start another game like immediately, and then you just back in. What you mean? And then
It's
when you get the fucking gold crown victory, and you just won 2 in a row, and you know that you're the best out of, you just outed 210-year-olds, and you can't be stopped.
How you said that you hear the intro music and it makes you feel like you're going to be attacked. That's why I don't like it.
I'm exaggerating on some level, but I'd be lying. I said if I didn't get this,
Yeah, I
I'd
don't
be
want.
lying. if I
Yeah,
said
you do.
that.
Yeah, I get that same way.
But I like it. It's like a drug. They designed that shit to be addictive. Like
Yeah.
it really like every detail is like designed to make, like I say I hate the song, but as soon as it comes on, I'm like dun, dun, I'm like singing along with it.
Dude,
and
you're
shit.
trying to peer pressure me. Like
Yeah.
instead of alcohol, you're trying to make me play Fortnite
It's probably equally as destructive, to be honest. But
as alcohol.
I'd like to see you do it.
I'll give it a whirl. I mean, it's free,
You're
but I
good
also
at shooting shit like Red Dead Redemption.
No.
You should be shooting. Well, they got this tool called a grappling blade. You can whip, so you don't have to be good at shooting. You just get close to the motherfucker and you whip him, dude. That's kind of my move. Because Jake was the one who pointed it out to me. He was like, "Yo, you're just really bad at shooting." So I've been practicing with that, but also I started using just whipping people. Badass.
See, why doesn't Fortnite have a story mode?
There is a storyline that I didn't know about, and I'm just finding out there's like a reason why you're hearing cartoon characters and all this shit. It's like this weird alternate dimension shit.
So a movie's coming.
Apparently there is a movie.
Yeah.
There's like a plan. You know about this? Because
No.
I don't know. Well, somebody told me there's like supposed to be a film about it.
And Brad Pitt's the
I
lead.
can't imagine it being like live actors and shit like that.
Brad Pitt and his
Real life Peter
little ass
Griffin's
dick.
playing freaking Peter Griffin. Damn, man.
I'm sorry, I just ruined your guys' podcast by talking about Fortnite the whole time.
No, it's great. We usually we're actually a video game podcast.
Really?
It's supposed
Dude,
to be
we
comedy,
do-
and
we
then
do talk
now
about
it's
video games
now
way
it's
too
video
much.
game. Before,
It's like
before,
a problem.
Before then, it was a Marvel podcast, but so now we're a video game podcast.
Well, Marvel characters appear in Fortnite. It's everything. It's got
What are
something
you doing,
for everybody.
dude?
We usually make fun of Marvel,
You trying to come up here, dude? I know you want to come here.
unless
Oh,
it's
he's stretching.
Did you see Wakanda Forever?
Yes, of course.
Dude, why wasn't that? I feel like they just ignored the fact that homie died.
It was kind of weird how it like.
They kind of like didn't like at the end. It was like R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Roll credits. It was like literally the only acknowledgement of it whatsoever.
Like
I thought there was gonna be like,
some happy moments, but
nothing.
behind.
dude, I thought there was
the
gonna be like a
scene
40-minute montage like dedicated to him.
shit. Yeah,
But you know, he's just a king, so you know, King T'Challa,
yeah. It's a good movie though. I really like the movie.
dude, ass.
You didn't like the movie? Are you crazy?
sucked,
It's up
dude.
there with no.
Come on, man.
I liked it.
You're on your anti-woke shit. That's what it is. You're like, this is a woke movie. This is a good ass movie.
No, dude, not really. I just thought the movie sucked.
Really?
There was like no
What's your favorite of the Marvel universe? You gotta pick
of the
one.
Marvels.
Dude, the last Guardians of the Galaxy movie was good.
Fuck man, it was like the most depressing shit.
Yeah, but it was
so
good.
sad.
It was
that
a
was like the
good movie.
Netflix version. Of, you know what I'm saying? Like the darkest possible.
dude. That's the thing. I was watching on a plane, and I was just like, "This is a lot, man. Like they're really torturing animals at every turn."
I was talking to another family member of mine about how when we were young, we were built to be tough, you know, like you don't cry and shit. And then we become adults and we started experimenting with mushrooms and feelings and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm a pussy.
And I just like can't watch any fucking movie without scream crying the whole time. And that was like the most embarrassing of all. To where I was like, all right, you guys just wanted to make a movie to make me look like a fucking dickhead. I can't even enjoy it. I'm so embarrassed.
Well, fuck Wakanda. What about the Blue Beetle?
What's the Blue Beetle? I know the Blue Beetle.
You don't want to watch
Exactly,
Blue
dude.
Beetle, dude.
What else do you like? Do you like? I think Guardians of the Galaxy in general is up there. It's pretty good.
They're the
Yeah, that's-
they're the best ones.
That's one of the
Yeah.
best.
I don't know. I don't have a favorite, dude. They're all kind of like, in retrospect, they're all pretty stupid.
Yeah. Endgame's good.
What about,
Spider-Man movies are good.
Yeah, Spider-Man's
Yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
pretty good. They're pretty good.
Spider-Man might be the best outside of Guardians of the Galaxy.
The
I was trying to
Spider-Man
think.
2 game actually is too woke, though. You'll see.
I think it's all right. I don't think
Did
it's that good. so far.
did you help the gay student yet?
No, is that a
Ask
gay
his
student get
ask his
bullied?
boyfriend to prom.
No, that's in the second one, the second game.
Yeah,
No, I haven't done that.
you're gonna love it, man.
It can't be. There's some missions so far that have been worse than that. So it's like in general, like not. I think that might be the most exciting. That might be a highlight for me.
Yeah, the game is fine.
That's what real heroes do.
I thought
you know?
Spider-Man 2 was gonna be cooler. Honestly,
I think the consensus is the first one is the one. But
yeah, they're all too low for me. Everybody, they're all. All right.
yeah.
Well, thanks for doing it, bro.
all right,
Thanks, dude,
let's
so
eat
much.
or some
Something.
pot and played Red Dead something.
Yes.
Later.
Peace. Thank you.
Piss again.
Leo.